Hello? Wait, T1 versus AL? No, that's not right.
Thing I want to latch onto when it comes to that first answer to the interview, because some of the most memorable moments for Worlds for me thus far have been Carrier, they were down 1-2, he made a mistake, takes off his jacket and giggles. We had yesterday, BDD, Docdom, Cuz all make a mistake, didn't care, just had a giggle and just kept it going. And that is something that I think they have correctly identified. It can make such a difference in the up and down of League of Legends.
That's also something I feel like Jackie Love's first ever team did have, right? In 2018, IG. I remember interviewing him afterwards and he just like refused to let go of the Summoners Cup. He's just sitting there like with this super heavy cup. Ning is standing next to him with his
I'm gonna try the Cassante combo. I'm not convinced it's possible.
And Ning is just laughing hysterically throughout the entire thing. And so I think like if he can go back, if this top esports team can find a way to kind of laugh off the mistakes and play together as a unit, they are a really formidable team. And I'm glad he also brought up the word patience, because I feel like when they're at their best domestically, TES are a very patient team with their setups.
I love that he also said the pressure, it is not a burden, right? Because they consider it as an honor that they even get the chance to do that. Now, when we look at the teams and kind of what has changed on that miraculous run from T1 in the past years, it is in the top lane. And I want to talk about it for just a second, because 369, he has a revenge to exact. Can he do it over Doran?
And that's a very tough question, because historically, obviously, that was Doran's biggest weakness.
God,
that's where he has really struggled. But I think that Doran, thus far, has done his job perfectly well. I think he started a little slow during Swiss stage, but thus far for me in the knockouts, he has been what he needs to be, which is a rock for the team, not give up any objectives. Sometimes he can be both, you know, he is the Croc Lord still.
Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, both times that 369 has met Doran, he has bested him, but of course that wasn't on T1, and that is the issue, is that it's this team game. But 369 has really blown me away. I do think he is one of these players that has been so consistent over the years.
Is that doing it or not?
Able to evolve his game as it needs to.
I don't think so.
When they need him to play carries, he can bring that. When they need him to play tanks, he can bring that. And I think there's very few players, or really only those special top laners, that can be so well-rounded.
Yeah, it is still something that a lot of people are looking at, I think, right? Because they're going to need that superstar performance, or maybe not. It all depends on what version of the team shows up. But what you can be very certain of is that Faker is going to show up. I mean, he has never missed top 4. He has been to the finals for 3 years in a row, trying to make this his 4th. It's incredible.
Are we sure this combo is possible?
Ridiculous. And one of the things that blows me away is it's not just about shot calling. It's not about the veteran factor. It's about individual plays at this world where he's finding, you know, flick after flick on to end the game against IG, where he's finding these hero moments on Akali to take over a game on these mechanically difficult champions. It just feels like he is in another renaissance, the like 50th renaissance of Faker's career.
He's on this, he is like, what, 60th wind at this point, you know? Like he's gathering storm. He has perma gathering storm. The big thing to me, Chronicler, I know you and I talk about this a lot during, it's okay, during the LCK season, is that regardless of his form domestically, he always shows up internationally. And it's so impressive how he consistently reinvents himself on the international
And
stage.
it's wonderful as an LCK analyst, because you can do two things. You can be like, man, you know, Faker's laning phase doesn't really look too good, but I'm sure that he'll be able to make it happen again. And you always have to kind of wish for it, because this is just one of those examples where every single year the same thing happens. If you asked me after summer, what would I say was the weakness for T1?
Like, I don't know. I'm trying.
Doesn't look too great.
That's not double tapping R. I feel like it's the same timing, though.
And I think it's really poignant after what, if you look at what happened yesterday, right, and Chovy not being able to make it. You can have all those other things usually. You can be the best in lane.
I don't think it's doing
shit. You can be the best at moving around the map or having the best champion pool. But if you don't have clutch, you have
What
nothing.
are we aiming for?
Absolutely. And another thing that I heard a lot of people talking about for Faker was,
I'm trying to do that YouTube Cassante combo. I feel like that was just a bug, though, and I don't even know if it still works.
At the elite level, well, guess what? He's played 13 champions, the most of anyone here at Worlds.
Got 7 minutes. Yeah, quick little ARAM.
Every single game, and he's looking stellar at it. You know, even the throwbacks to like the LeBlanc, which to me, every time Faker locks LeBlanc, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Let's go. It's still all there, all that legacy champion pool as well. And I think it's definitely interesting if you contrast it to players like Jackie Love, right? Because as you said, someone who won the title first go and never was able to grasp that moment again, whilst Faker is someone who has been at the top, been at the bottom, came right back a million times over.
Yeah, I mean, like, in all this discussion, Faker also won the title on his first go, right? So, and he has consistently brought teams to that title over and over again. And I think the big thing to me is just whenever it's like, oh, you're only going to play mid lane Lulu now. Okay, he changes his play. Oh, you need to learn Azir because we're going to sub in EasyHoon until you do. Oh, guess what? Next play he shows up, he's the best Azir in the LCK. And so it's that like consistency to just grind out new play styles, new champions, along with his game knowledge is just so impressive.
It's been crazy. Let's see how our fans voted at home at MasterCard GG on X and who they're calling the vote for.
Who is winning?
Who would it be? Oh, it's T1 with 86% of the votes.
I know.
Whoa.
I always talk about, it's always T1. But even for T1 standards, this is a little silly. That's outrageous. Normally we
86%.
Like maybe 75.
I think this
Yo,
is
if
a
T1
combination
loses
of,
tonight, that'll be so fucked
the
up.
T1 Worlds buff and the TES Worlds debuff.
In my head,
like,
it doesn't even
they're
seem like a
colliding.
possibility. You know what I mean?
Where's the belief?
Together, it's a perception.
It is a perception.
Like, I
What a
already
huge match. I want to pull up
am thinking
all
about the
of our
finals.
predictions as well. There were a couple of people yesterday who were correct in predicting the KT win. I think Azel was one of them, but you can see it. It kind of reflects how a lot of people want to give it to T1,
Wow.
but there's still that idea of TES has
Are these all the
chance to do
Chinese
biggest
people
thing for their regional
predicting
home
top?
soil.
I guess.
Yeah, for me, I really want top esports
Where's
to
me?
show up and like show up strong, right? Like bring those really
Where's my
strong early
prediction?
games through Birthday Boy Kanavi. Show your patience around objectives, and then regardless of who wins, I'll be happy.
Only two
Obviously,
3-0
I
predictions.
am calling it 3-1 or T1. I have yet to bet against this T1 team at Worlds over the past few years, and
Not going to start now.
no.
I'm going to have faith in TES to show the level of gameplay that they've both shown thus far and that they've shown domestically. And that's why I'm going for free too, because I trust T1 blindly when it comes to winning. But for me, as the players themselves have said, as we heard Jackie Love say, all they want to do, they just want to perform, right? You just want to come here, show your best game. And I think that their best game, unfortunately, will not be enough because of the level of their opponents. But I'm expecting a banger best of 5 today.
You know,
Banger.
actually, I kind of had changed my mind. I was thinking about it more. I feel like TES could actually win, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
There's 5 key things that we're going to have to focus on
God.
here. So they're going
Okay.
to have to play with no fear. That's not a problem when you have Jackie Love on your team. You can lock in. You can be able to really do it. Oh,
Where's
where'd
the
my
pen?
marker
Where's
go?
the marker?
The marker
It's right
fell
behind you.
off.
We got you.
We got you.
We're going. All right. You're also going to have to be able
Oh God.
to
Okay, I
adapt.
already see what's coming.
You're going to have to be able to adapt throughout the series.
What should I
here,
league start?
Because I think if you're going to take down
Like, you're
T1,
just starting League of
it's probably
Legends?
going to go long. You need to be able to be flexible with your picks.
Yeah,
You need
he's
to be
spelling
able
Faker.
to make the right choices at the right moment. You're
He's spelling
also
Faker.
Gonna
Yep.
need to have killer instinct when the mistakes are made by T1, and they will be made because this team has not been flawless. You're going to have to
Yep.
capitalize on it.
Next one
okay?
starting with an E.
Also, you really are going to have to execute on your plays. You have got to be able
What's
to
the R?
set
What's the
up
R
your
gonna
set
be?
Plays around objectives.
Resilience.
You've got to be able to make it happen and crush in those plays. And
Okay.
the last thing is you
Resilience.
have to
Resilience.
have resilience.
Yes!
Okay.
Oh my
You
God.
have to be resilient throughout this series when things get tough. But sometimes, though I think if they can pull off these 5 things, sometimes simplicity is better.
It's true.
Sometimes you really just have to focus on one key fact,
Oh.
one key thing
Ooh.
in a series. And that's
That's
Faker. I'm just
beautiful,
kidding.
Phil.
T1's going to take it,
Oh.
of course. It's the GOAT. He's too clutch.
I love this was wonderful. This man always delivers when it comes to predictions, and I think you're agreeing with him. You're smiling.
I really am, and I can't believe, because when I came into the LCK, there was always this talk about Faker, right, about what he was able to do. And there was some doubt. Showmaker came up, we had Zeka, we had Chovy, but here we are, 3 years later, and guess what? We're going into another semifinal. He's here again, and they're the favorites.
Ever since they lost in 2022 in those grand finals, they have taken it as a personal badge
What if
of
we see
honor
Mel
to
again?
run it back and win, to run it back and win again, and they have another chance
I would
to get to the
guess
grand finals today
no, but
for
maybe.
T1. But it is 12 years of defeat for the LPL.
That
in
champ
best of
feels
fives at
really,
Worlds
like,
at the
whatever to
hands
me.
of Faker. And Top Esports, they are the chosen ones. It is Jackie Love who takes that chance and gets this chance to take revenge for all of the LPL. It's gonna be one for the books. T1 versus Top Esports to find out who joins KT in the grand final of Worlds 2025.
Pog. Pog, pog, pog.
春兰、夏竹、秋菊、冬梅，人称四君子。
Yo, what up, Jules?
心自明。
What up, chat?
冬梅于霜雪中傲立，凌寒独开。
Why aren't you in a call? Miss a cute banter.
又进世界赛了，我们还是4强。
Yeah, I don't really want to go into it. Some shit happened, you know.
去年
Out of respect for all parties involved, I just don't want to talk about
比我
it.
想象中的更大一点，还是很
It's
失
too
落的。
soon.
每次世界赛总能碰到 T1，因为有飞快选手的存在。 对于我来说，
This is
这
hype.
次会不一样的。
The Rise video actually
互
went
相
hard
信
as
任，我
fuck,
们都相
didn't
信
it?
每个人也都能站出来。
输了的时候就要想着下次有机会一定要赢回来。我会努力抓住每一波机会。
记录就
I'm
是用来
gonna
被打破的。
cry.
夏竹于青山中扎根，任由风打。
Dude, Legends Never Dies, epic as fuck. It always reminds me of that 10-year Riot thing they did. That was the most insane video they've ever made.
그냥 모든 대회가 다 힘들었었던
That actually,
것
like,
같고요.
gave me the most fucking chills.
이렇게 연습 때부터
ever, I think.
고전하는 적이 좀 처음인 것 같아서 실전에서도 좀 자신감이 없는 상황이었었던 것 같습니다.
제가 월즈 리핏을 이뤄내고 바로 다음 해 교체 기용을 당한 거에 대해서 힘들었었던 것 같고, 그럼에도 한편으로는 세계에서 가장 대단한 선수인 페이커 선수도 그런 일이 있었기 때문에 저도 이 시기를 잘 보내보려고 노력했던 것 같습니다.
Dude, their whole team just glazes Faker.
정말
I mean, how can you
많은 일이
not?
있음에도 그 자리에 꿋꿋이 서 있는 게 가장 높은 대나무를 보는 것 같습니다.
T1이 없다면 유산도 없습니다. 유산을 가지고 싶다면 저희를 넘어야 할 겁니다.
然华夏祥瑞，气象大千。典籍所记，有神异瑞兽。
It's
龙
Jackie
首
Love.
迷身，怒宗。
Benevolent feeds all.
瑞兽若现，天命将至。
He's in the grand, actually, though.
麒麟，
Holy shit. Healing.
谁能挺进决赛？
Wait. Holy shit. The reflection in their eye? That means they actually saw it. You can't make that in CGI. This is actually real. What the fuck? That's crazy.
他们有很多可以失去的，但我们什么都不怕。一切都是用来打破的。
결코 깨질 수 없는 기록도 존재합니다.
Legends Never Die is such a gigabanger. I wonder how famous this dude is compared to like Castor June in Korea or whatever. Is he like just the normal LPL guy, or is he like some fucking huge cock announcer guy? He's China's cage roll.
25. We're here at the penultimate series of the entire
Yo,
competition.
when's Cager gonna do one of these?
To see who gets the right to face KT Rolster in the finals in Chengdu next week. Will it be the
Yo, dude, Telecom World Finals would be hype as fuck.
Korea's T1,
I mean,
or will it be
barring any crazy shit, that's probably what's gonna happen. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the deck is too stacked for T1.
I'm Captain Flowers here with Dagda and Meteos as we all find the answer to that question here today.
T1 has to have that underdog energy.
No other LPL team has done before them. Whereas T1 trying to do what no other team in the world has achieved in getting that 3-peat for the title.
They still have Doran on their team.
And it sits there, all eyes on the trophy.
Expectations are that T1 will continue their legacy, but that is what makes Top Esports such a scary opponent.
Sneaky Stream's noticeably
We've
higher
already seen
resolution.
in this year's World Championship that expectations can be defied.
I got you.
Defied.
Boom.
And today, that responsibility falls on the shoulders of Top Esports as they go up against the Titans of T1.
And a Titan was already slain yesterday in the first semi-final. Gen G, heavy favorites in the eyes of a lot of fans, a lot of analysts going into this tournament, taken down by KT, who have just shot meteorically straight to the finals. And now T1, who have been to finals so many
Flowers,
times,
dude,
versus
his
Top
neck
Esports,
is like
who have never made it to the World Finals
so
before.
fucking jacked. No.
It could be another upset, or it could just be another stepping stone for the reigning champs.
Yeah, it's an absolutely insane world that we live in. Either curses are broken for Top Esports.
Not even
KT,
fucking Hassan
or
could do anything to that neck.
T1 go on to show that they are just the greatest team, even the greatest version of SKT.
Is hometown advantage a thing in competitive play?
It is quite the timeline that we find ourselves in,
Not
gentlemen.
really.
And all I can ask
I would say
for
the only
is that we
advantage
see
is you're
some
not jet lagged, but by this
fantastic
point, I don't
League
think either
Legends
team
on the
is.
Rift. It's not been the easiest journey for T1.
No.
They've had their struggles, they've had their setbacks, and AL very much did push them to their very limits. And we'll see if Top Esports can do the same thing. If nothing else, their brothers in AL showed them the weaknesses in T1. They showed them opportunities that they can look to try and exploit. And my eyes draw towards that man in the jungle, Kanavi. The man that just made fun of
No, I haven't
Squad
tried
in the
Riftbound.
jungle. The man that I feel that continues to run the Rift for Top Esports, and the man that can build those leads needed.
I saw
to get the
LS
edge
tweet
over
about it
T1.
earlier.
And I feel like when
Apparently,
you've been
like
looking at
Kaisa
the LPL
and
all
Mastery
year,
or
it's been Kanavi,
OP.
it's been Tarzan, the top two
But I
jugglers there
literally
in
know
that
nothing about
league.
it.
T1 obviously having worked their way through Tarzan and anyone's legend, like you're talking about just 2
feel like
days
Ken
ago
comes out at least once in
that
Worlds.
quarterfinal. And now we'll see if Kanavi can do
maybe.
what Tarzan could not.
We haven't seen
into
Ken in
our
a while.
first champ select. It's T1
I
on the blue
think
side, top on the red. Yone and
maybe
Yunara
like
banned out by
Summoner
T1
Spell being
as
popular
Fakers
definitely
Azir
fucks
will
Kennen.
not
Like, I
be
actually think
allowed
Kennen
to
would be
enter
kind of
the red
bad.
from top.
I am curious if they
Every
wanna let
support
that
has spell
Orianna
books, so they fucking
through, though,
exhaust
because what
them,
we
and then
saw
they
from
redemption
Top
and
Esports
lock it.
against G2 was a willingness to give across the Orianna and open up Cream to play things like the
Maybe.
Akali, the things he made his name on back when he started in OMG. But we'll
Champs
have
like
to see what
Kennen,
that game
Diana,
plan is gonna
Riven,
be,
whatever,
because
like the
when we
big ass
look at the
AoE
Legends
team
series,
fighters
it
just
was
get fucked by
constantly taking
exhaust so
Orianna
hard.
and Azir away from T1.
The Poppy increases the value of things like Ambessa, Wukong, Rakan, and that Akali pick that Dagda
Don't you
was
think GP and Vlad
about.
would be good champs in this
T1,
meta?
How will they shift their focus?
I think GP's
'Cause with the
itemization
Yone
is so bad
ban
right
and the
now.
Yunara, Sion
Like,
comes
he
to
does not
attention,
have good
and
items he can
immediately it's
build.
going to be banned away by T1. So
He's
that
also
first
really
pick now
fucking hard to
looking
play.
To be the Wukong. T1 want to get
And
their
punishable.
hands on it. A very powerful
Probably not worth.
engaged tool.
Vlad,
But the question is, will Top
I
Esports
feel like
allow them to have it?
there
Rumble
could
may
be a
very
spot
well
for
be the ban
Vlad.
on the side of Top Esports if something like the Ambessa is something that they're eyeing up.
Yeah, I think it's very telling essentially what this last ban is going to be. So the
I think with
Baron
Vlad, though,
Keria taken away once more.
he
This
really
was
wants to
another
run
staple
Ghost and
ban
Flash.
we saw from anyone's legend,
But
it
usually
does
solo laners
say,
want
take
TP.
one, take that Orianna. We're going to try and take
Especially
the
with
Akali
lane
here
swaps,
for
I feel like he'd have a really hard time in a lane
with their
swap.
own style
So
in
maybe
Top
you put it
Esports.
mid, and I don't
And
know
you can
if mid
see their
matchups are good, and he's kind of weak early.
100%
So
presence in draft throughout this tournament.
I
A
think
powerful
it's
pick
possible,
for Top Esports to
but
let through, but at bare minimum, they're going to buy
hard to
themselves
find a
control
good
over
situation
that
for it.
Wukong here with it.
Absolutely. Wukong plus Akali could be an incredibly viable combination.
Yo, Reg,
And it's gonna be
Ow,
locked
thank
in
you for the sub.
immediately. We've seen this once before.
Whoa,
and they're
Wukong
gonna
Akali.
secure it for themselves. Oda will
Poggers.
respond with the Zin of his own. A big comfort pick for him, and another comfort for
Giving
T1.
Ori for Noah's
as
ear.
the
It was just
virus
Ori
is
Wukong
secured
trade.
for Gumayushi.
This has been such an insane pick for Gumayushi in this tournament. He has consistently got big leads in the lane on this champion and been a menace when it comes towards team fights.
I have to imagine that the Ambessa will now be higher in priority. Top
Faker
Esports going
hovered
for a lot
Singe.
of dive
Did he?
threat, but maybe they want some poke of their own. They would
I don't
be
think a
little bit
Faker
AP
usually is someone
heavy,
who hovers
but
random
still,
shit.
with the assassination with the backline threat of Akali plus Ziggs, instead they move towards the Sivir. Still a very effective engage combo, good wave clear, a little short range, which means that poke Varus in the late game,
What, Vex Nocturne
can they
combo?
get on top of him will be the question for Top Esports.
I think it was a good read, Vedi. Like, they probably want to try and go for the Ambessa, but I imagine it is going to be banned away here.
Not
these next
bad.
confrontations by T1, and if you end up going towards that Ziggs, so much AP damage.
I think
you
Vex
don't
is
find
actually
yourself
pretty
lacking in
decent.
opportunities in that top side of the map. So the Renekton ban,
It's an Ambessa.
it's an Ambessa angle, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine that T1 will read the play and they'll look to remove it themselves.
Ambussy
now, champions
ban.
like Alistair, Top Esports need to be very aware of it. It could
Are
be
we
a
gonna get a
great
Keen
engage
Sante?
tool, a potential follow-up on the side of T1. Good frontline and also just a great answer into the Sivir as well.
Yo,
Would
wait, I
Top
saw that
Esports
guy's screen.
considering
He has the
ban
league
worthy,
client
but
open.
instead they have
What the
something in
fuck?
top lane they want to get rid of.
My other thought is also something like a Braum ban, because 369 would love to go towards something like an Ornn. It sets up beautifully for the Wukong, the Akali. You've got two very mobile carries on the opposite side, and I think that may be something that they want to look for. But I am curious if T1 are going to read it, take the Braum for carrying that bottom side, and then enable
Oh, yeah,
Ornn
there's
as
Rumble.
his own sort of engaged champion.
Okay, we do have that Alistar banned away. The Nico going to be
Rumble
the ban
would be pretty
instead.
good
Earlier on in
for
the day,
top
Azale
tier.
talking about the creativity of Karia's Nico against anyone's legend. But
They would need a
don't wanna allow
Giga
them to go over to
CC
Hong
support
instead.
with
I
that.
feel Rakan might have a lot of value as a potential
No?
in the
No Rumble?
event of a Braum on the other side. It seems though that 369 wants to play more on the defensive route. They want to give
Rumble
Hong
against
full
two
counter
immobile
pick,
carries
full
seems
flexibility
sick
in what
with a
he's
bunch of
playing
dive.
into Keria. We know that Keria is just a master of these range supports.
8 and
the
17,
possibility of
holy
Varus
shit.
Karma, Varus Renata, Varus in any combination of range support could be a very deadly lane to deal with.
It does mean that they have to rely on Doran to be that engaged.
Why
tool,
are
so
all the
I
league
guess we'll
refs
see
so
if
hot?
Ornn is going to be taken here in that top side just to provide
What?
that tool. Mordekaiser are actually going to be taken into the Kasante here.
That
And
guy
then
right
there's
there?
That Rakan you were talking about. So T1
Pretty dreamy.
heavily reliant on Keria on this Rakan to be that main engage tool now.
Problem is,
Mordekaiser.
how do you then deal with the Rakan yourself?
Look, you're up
Because
behind top.
by
I just saw him.
removing away the
Yeah, he's
Alistar,
pretty
is
hot.
Leona or Rel potentially just the safest thing you could go for? Have a little bit more engaged to facilitate and work with the Wukong. Right now, they're considering the Nautilus having that single target lockdown to put more threat on the backline of Orianna.
Nautilus.
I do like the Nautilus in this sort of situation. Okay,
Oh,
they're going to swap to the
Karma.
instead.
Karma
I wasn't sure if they
Sivir.
wanted to go for an
What?
enchanter in either the Lulu or the Karma to try and get that wave push.
They don't have a lot of
Counteract
CC.
what has been that speciality of Gumayushi on this Varus. And it looks like that's the call. Just go for lane dominance in this bottom side.
Nautilus
Make sure
would
Jackie
have
Love and
been
Hong
better,
can
in my
fight
opinion.
toe-to-toe against the T1 bot lane and try and snowball into effective dragon control and objective team fights.
Yeah, between the on the hunt for Jackie Love, the Mantra E.
We'll
there
see.
For Hong, there's a lot of
I would
AoE
much rather do
speed
this
up
T1
available
comp.
on the
Look at
side
all their
of Top
lockdown.
Esports, but the only real true engage
Their assault,
is still
Rakan,
going to be Kanabi on the
CC.
Wukong.
And This is why I think the
Zen.
Mordekaiser pick
They
is so
have
valuable, because we've seen before,
Cassante, W, and
the
Wukong
Wukong
ult.
engages, Mord ults the Wukong.
And Karma
now
Tether,
that
but that's not
engage
real.
disappears. And so top esports,
Yo, Real J Dance Pog, thanks for the
how they
sub.
approach these fights, because I don't think they're going to have as
T1
easy
complex
a
easier to
backline
play.
threat, given that they are so reliant
Dude, I
on
don't fuck
Kanavi
with this
to be
like
that
easy
game.
to
It's a
play
similar story for the Kali,
thing.
right? Kali jumps in,
I feel like
Mord
people
ults
say
her,
that
you're
like
not
a
killing
good draft they
Mordekaiser
say is easy
in
to
the
play, and a
death
bad
rounds.
draft they say
I
is
think
hard
you've
to
got
play.
multiple strong targets
It's
here
just like
for Doran.
if you're way better than the
Guys,
other
pick
team,
on
you
the
can beat them with a
Mordekaiser.
worse
We'll have to
draft.
see now how
Sure.
much
I don't think it makes
value
it
you
harder to
get,
play. You're
or
just better
are
at the
you going to
game.
be able to just play through this pushing bot lane into early
Like
dragon,
people draft like
into
a full
objective
AD
control,
comp with
and
no
try and set up
CC
for a
or
strong
tanks,
top
and they're like,
esports
yeah,
winning.
it's just really hard to
Top
execute.
esports coming out with
I'm like,
the
bro,
Orianna
what?
being given over
It's just
on
dog
first
shit. You have
pick.
no
I
options.
feel like if you lose this first game, there's going to be a lot of criticism towards
Yo,
that choice.
what up, dude?
Not only with
Yo,
the
what's
popularity of the
up?
champion so far at the tournament, but with Faker's legacy on it here too.
Time for
But
some
we'll see if Top's
games.
plan works out as we're on to the Rift here for game number 1 in this semifinal best of 5 to see who gets to punch their ticket to Chengdu. Runes up on your screen right now. Immediately I'm noticing it's Spellbook.
GG.
Whoa.
The first arrow has struck.
On the side of Top Esports for
I just
Hong
lagged
shows me they really want to
for
play
1
for that lane
second.
control.
Absolutely.
You
Top
laid an
Esports is very
egg.
much playing
Leg.
for that
I
bot
think
lane
you're
control
like a
that
second
Gavin
ahead of
was
me.
talking about in draft, wanting to
Carol?
leverage their push to maybe
59,
get early rotations
1,
to set up for the grubs,
1,
or maybe
2,
set their sights
3,
on that early dragon
4,
in the early
5,
game.
6,
But before we even dive
7,
even deeper into that, I
8,
want to look back a little bit
9,
at last year,
10,
because these two teams
Okay.
are no strangers to one another.
Pause.
And we've got a little
Pause.
bit more
It's
time
a
to
pause.
talk
And a
about it,
pause.
because
Thank
last
God
year it
we
was
counted
a
then.
one-sided
We'd never be able to
affair.
sync.
T1
Legit
made fun
perfectly
of Top
synced right
Esports
before
in
it.
convincing fashion with a 3-0 performance, snuffing their hopes out and eliminating them before Top Esports could find any momentum in
Snuffing
the
their
playoffs.
cocks
And
out.
even when you looked at that game 1, it kind of looked like Top Esports had gotten off to a decent start, but T1 just came alive and were able to dominate the rest of the series throughout. Now, obviously, slightly different roster set up in there. You had Mako and you still had TN that were on the
What's this
team.
pause for? Come on.
And now it has been
10 minutes?
shifting over
1
towards
minute?
the Top Esports that
1
aren't
hour.
really playing towards that same
Waiting for
style.
the
They are
viewership to
much
get a little
more,
higher here.
Patient. They're
Holy
more about
shit.
control. They're more about trying to set up around objectives.
Do I have
And
time
think
for an
it has given
ARM?
a new identity to this squad. But you were
We have
still
time
going
for
up
3
against a
PoE
T1 that
maps. Oh my
it
god,
seems
he's
like
going
that
under his
world's gonna
desk.
come
What
alive
the
every single
fuck?
time.
And I want to go
And he's
back
just
to
gonna
something
stay
we
there?
were talking about during the draft when we
Has anyone
saw
finished the
Where did
PoE
Doran's
campaign yet?
pants go?
Yo, has World First PoE campaign happened yet on the new
Yeah,
season?
yeah, it did. It did. It did.
Damn.
I feel like in the Swiss stage, we didn't see the best League of Legends from Keria that we've seen many
Is
times
Doran
before.
wearing
It
no
didn't seem
pants?
like he was executing on
And
the
there's a
same
guy
level
under his
that we had
desk?
seen in the past. But then in the series
Can he
against
I
explain?
think
Legends,
Top is
just a couple of
giga
days ago in the
outdrafted here.
quarterfinals, that series that, like you mentioned, Meteos,
Wait, he's out of the desk.
Distance, best of 5. It was Keria who had a ton of
Top is
clutch plays.
outdrafted?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
it's
got
nice to see
Wukong.
him really return to the form
They have
that
Wukong. What
so many
what else though?
fans have in terms of their expectations.
What
of him
CC
as
do
a
they
player.
have?
And it's always difficult
Um,
as a T1 player.
Cassante W, very large. Cassante Q3, very good. Cassante O, very powerful. Wukong R, very good knockup. You can't QSS it.
Yeah, I actually was watching an old owner interview earlier today.
Akali R
that actually
stuns you
talked
for like
about how it
0.5
felt like
seconds.
it doesn't feel
No,
Akali
they
goes
got that.
invisible.
stage when they go to Worlds. They've been
She's
here
very
so
hard to
regularly
target.
and
They
have
can't
played
really do
other
anything about it
situations.
because she goes invisible.
So effectively, that it kind of just is duck our water
Karma
off the
presses
back
W.
of them at this stage, and that's why I think you're starting to see when
They're
they get into
rooted.
quarterfinals, the like creativity coming back for players like Keria, Faker popping off in some
If
of these
Top
plays.
could have went
Again,
Rumble,
it feels like they've kinda
Nautilus
just
or some
settled
shit
back
4-5.
into what could be another LCK day for them.
And as we jump back
And they went
onto the
Cassante,
Rift, there's a
Karma.
cool little tidbit
Hey,
from
we're
us
in.
on the caster desk, because Clayton, so many years ago, you had the iconic call of Faker's shot.
You see Varus Orianna and you
now we
say,
have Orianna and
yeah, Karma
Rakan
looks
in
good
the
here.
hands of T1, potentially
Yeah, I
giving
don't
you
know
another
why they
opportunity.
Look, if
Pick
I
one.
have the time, I'll make sure I credit Rakan
weird.
as well, right next to the Orianna. But if they engage in a split second, I might have to pick and choose yet again. We'll see if T1 can find that team fight magic here in the semifinals in 2025. On our screens right now, this bottom lane, we've already talked about it, but again, I feel like control, priority of this lane for top esports is so huge.
And I think that's why you're seeing Kanavi
electrocute Akali. He's not trolling.
Shift his way down towards his bottom side. With the push on bot lane, should be able to get crab for himself. And one of the things that is kind of the shaping a lot of the full clears that we're seeing from the junglers is the fact that if you double full clear, you basically set up your camp, so then you spawn that dragon in 5 minutes after you finished all your camps, and you can waddle in for an extra little bit of experience there.
We shove in the lane.
Are going to be trying to put that focus again.
Yeah, if Akali had Doran Ring and Ignite, he'd be a little bit more Chad, but it's fine.
Was it literally just to negate the Varus lane? The Karma?
We
Maybe.
know, though, that in terms of mid and top T1 should have priority in those lanes. Both junglers pathing towards that bot side of the map.
Could potentially be too oppressive. I mean, Rakan's not ever going to be oppressive, though.
Is he looking for
I don't know.
Just annoying.
The middle lane? No, it looks like his eyes are set on stealing away those Raptors, but now he will be a camp behind. Owner securing that advantage. Kanavi wants to play through the pressure of his bot lane, though, to steal away camps in the enemy jungle.
They can just run in my jungle like this.
In the 2v2 to really make
I don't know what's happening
here on that first clear. It's not just the double first clear approach, as Kanavi
just gonna smite over the wall. Oh, they killed the ward. They can just smite.
Oh, what a leash! Yep. Thanks, Kanavi.
Yep.
Damn. That was a pretty good invade.
Crazy smite from
Hey, I'm 3 camps behind, guys.
I was actually keeping my eyes on Faker for a lot of that because I thought maybe he would even try and roam over, but Owner just does it himself.
I don't know, like,
steal comes through from Owner.
Feel kind of obvious. No, I mean, I guess spectator.
Pretty much all of his camps. He's very happy.
I mean, like, they were standing over the wall and they warded it, yeah, and they killed it.
To secure that Scuttle Crab. His clear is largely unaffected, and now the consequences of this for Kanavi is that he is very
You need to have a sweeper. That shit does not work towards the bush.
From Owner, he's going to get a nice first base off as the bot lane forced to use the
heal.
The
hell?
bot lane has continued to battle it out.
Double aggro heal.
The heal in, a classic.
And the heal out.
Jackie, oh, is he dead? No.
Jackie!
Yo, Q is that Varus? Why is Varus not queuing? Oh, wow.
Oh, that's why.
So bad.
Because
so
you legit
bad.
pressured him into it, and he choked.
Probably below 100 HP.
Yeah, it just feels like the first round in this bottom lane, though. Both AD carries running that teleport, so should be able to reset and TP back in.
Wait, that's actually so lucky. Those random autos carry did on the ranged minions made the turret barely not kill him, so Varus could last hit.
Ooh,
it's kind of cool.
Some good RNG for T1 this game.
In order to get back and start re-clearing those respawn camps. He's now going to be a little bit behind as Doran getting a little low.
Yeah, Doran in some danger here. Pops the shield.
Can Cassante just do that?
Wanted to go back in for some
that was spooky.
With a third in Tofo strike, but the knockback not colliding with Doran means he's safe for now.
The early base from 369, securing that double null magic mantle, giving him the additional magic resistance to win out on these trades. Doran should be perfectly fine in this situation.
Why does this Mord skin make him look butt naked? He looks so fucking skinny.
He's not using the pay to win one.
Kanavi was spotted though on the ward, and
what is 369 doing?
All right, they're moving around, trying
being very aggressive.
Have to know if 369 was close to level 6.
I mean, he's already TP back in.
And trying to dive Mordekaiser underneath the turret.
What the fuck are these items?
Now T1 punishing the early pathing from Kanavi.
Yeah,
he can't wear Sante. He's wearing 2 cloaks. Like, it's just redundant.
And Kanavi has no idea.
It's really cold out.
However, the grand entrance does not.
No, it doesn't even work.
Still continuing to try to contest here for this Raptor camp. Does secure the large Raptor.
Oh wait, they both just flashed the Oriole. Oh, this looks bad for T1. Oh, this looks really bad for T1.
Dead as hell.
All right, this shit's 3-0 top.
That was no. That was 1 kill, and they double flashed.
3-0.
Triple flash.
3-0. GG.
3-0 flashes, yeah.
And this is
3-0.
Kanavi because the jungle advantage was very quickly getting out of
top
control.
winning worlds or
Gen
Genji.
Leveraging the tempo advantage that he had, but finding that kill put a stop to that.
Nah, they used literally everything they had for a single kill. That was pathetic.
Faker literally missed everyone with his ult. Watch this. Full whiff right here.
Did Akali flash it or? Holy shit, yeah, she flash ulted. I just saw her ult part.
That's the new Akali thing.
And it's T1 that, in theory,
Everyone got it from the Lol Dobby video.
Yeah, I'm sure China's hard watching Lol Dobby.
Exactly. Kanavi on his initial
With
engage
the block YouTube.
Oh, it's too easy. Oh, it's too fucking easy.
Then it feels like he's behind.
They probably made it over to the Chinese Reddit.
Then the invade from T1 to try to punish
And it's like a TLDR.
Ultimately,
The Dobby's some
being the
great American insight.
Esports first on the board here with that first kill, and Kanavi has the gold lead in the jungle since he was the one who got the kill.
Are biscuits overrated or what? Like, how does every top laner just end up having 3 biscuits at all times like this?
Around the board. Cream has been sent to the bot side of the map with that Hextech alternator.
Is there just nothing better?
He's going to be matching up against Doran. Not a very favorable matchup for the Akali,
What is
but this early on,
369's other
great
rune?
trading potential.
Biscuits and
goal
what?
though for top esports is to move their Civet into
Biscuits
the mid
and
lane,
what?
help you guarantee
It's not
that lane
boots.
prio.
It is resolved. You can see the green icon.
The secondary room page is inspiration, which means he has biscuits and some other shit.
Oh, cosmic.
Is better set up around, hey, let's try and stack some of these early objectives and then being able to draw T1 in towards these fights and maybe look for some of these cross maps. But with the early lead that they managed to pick up on towards Cream and Kanavi and that level 6,
What, isn't it also item haste or some shit?
They feel like they can actually fight as Cream starts to move.
Yeah, Cream going to make that early rotation up towards these Void Grubs. And because Doran's teleport timer is pretty distinct from 369, there's still half the cooldown remaining on that teleport. The Mordekaiser is steadfastly down there in the bottom lane, and top esports have already taken the first grub.
But now top esports,
ooh, look at Doran go. Boom, getting plates.
If they want. He's
What's
gonna go
up?
back to base. They did sacrifice a wave, and Doran
Is Doran gonna do the hex blade
What's
build?
up, bitches? Yo, stop that Cassante. Carry it. No.
Against the bot lane 2 versus
3
2.
grubs.
Akali can return to mid.
Yeah,
Just
that's
a beautiful
fucked up,
sequence
actually.
of play there from top esports to allow them to secure an uncontested grubs.
This is where exactly you kind of want to be as top esports. Again,
I think 3 grubs is OP.
Being able to now find these moments to get Void Grubs when, in theory,
Pretty
Cream
strong.
should have more impact on a side lane is going to be really,
Otacon
nice. You can
feats,
continue to keep
3
up pressure
grubs.
through
Can't lose.
369 as well in the Mordekaiser matchup. And Jackie Love is
Feet
just going to
are pretty good.
Now on T1 side, my eyes are going to be on Owner to see how he can get
Oh,
involved in some of these
369?
lanes
Is he dead?
to start to
No.
get some advantages for their side laners to neutralize the potential.
Both full HP.
I'd love to see top
I mean, he got hit by
invest a little
Morty.
bit of time towards that mid lane
Morty
as
has
well.
magic
Faker
pin.
Going for the Rod of Ages
He has
build
magic pin.
means that he's looking to stack those defensive
Well,
items
it just
to help
gives his
survive
whole
the
kit
Akali
pin.
burst. As Owner sets his sights on the bot side of the map, I'd be
Nothing
surprised
relevant
if
to
they
the
really try to
E-landing or
force
not.
anything. It looks like, yeah, he's more interested in the enemy
was
jungle camps. He wants to take
loud
things
as
away
fuck.
from Kanavi.
What
He should
was
be
it
able to
even
secure
for?
this grub and walk away
MasterCard.
scot-free.
What?
We mentioned earlier how
What?
Mordekaiser is a difficult.
Nothing even happened.
First mythic of the game completed.
Cassante is
There's
in the
no
same
way.
caliber. You've
No,
got to
there's
have
no mythic done.
guarantee
And there's not even
you're gonna get the
mythics.
kill because of how easy it is to turn around. So they'll happily just take away the Gromp, get a little bit of extra money.
You wouldn't
It's
get it.
another reset to pick up the Caulfield's Warhammer. There for
Oh, the
Owner.
MasterCard
As you can see, he is still
Gromp of
slightly
the
ahead in terms of
game.
pace, at least with the jungle treats there, just
What if they
one or
played
two
that loud
stacks
ass thing every time a
ahead of
Gromp died?
Kanavi on the Wukong, who still does maintain about the same gold
You would
lead
start
he did
hearing that shit in
after
your
we saw him
sleep
secure the first blood early.
every time you kill a
Just
Gromp.
a fun fact
Junglers
about
would start
this
skipping
game,
Gromps.
horrified.
It's too annoying.
Maxing the Q over the
Yeah.
W, sometimes we see that shift between Oriana's, but given how low he is on mana, having that extra Q damage really helps facilitate him, put that poke down onto the Akali in those shorter trades. He is very low on mana though. This could be a
How about a
window for
MasterCard
top
missed
esports
cannon
to
every
try
time a
and
cannon
force
gets
that dragon,
missed?
but
A
with the
little
resets
MasterCard
coming out
logo.
from Kanavi, I don't
Fires
expect
off.
that to actually come through. Components very close to completing that first item, and as I say that, Jackie Love will complete the Essence Reaver, TP back into mid, and now top esports will have control over the midway.
Yeah, I think they would have loved to have the Wukong finish off as Triforce here, but still a little bit away. And that it looks like what top esports are trying to play for is that big spike that you can get off of some of these first item completions.
Faker's
And
forehead
for
is longer
T1,
than
it's case
usual?
okay. We're
What?
still waiting on that Rod of Ages for Faker. We still don't have that first item.
Did he put on his
He's doing
big
forehead
brain for this
stretches.
one?
Still in the area, just
Yeah,
trying to
he's
clear
got his
vision
big brain
and use these
for this
push
game.
waves to establish themselves further in river.
He usually keeps that
so
shit
they
in a
can set up
jar in
top
his
lane in a couple
freezer.
of minutes.
Takes it out for Worlds.
369 on the Cassante.
I
does
guess
have the
it really is
Splinter's
Worlds.
Cowl alongside the Negatron cloak, so plenty of magic resistance building towards that first big item still, considering both enemy solo laners are AP champions. That
Every time I want to see a certain
good
player on the
go
cams,
for
they
an
just
early
refuse
Kingdom
to
Brooklyn to be able to
go to them.
endure
Oh, there's
so
Fake.
He's right
much
there.
of that hurt, be able to
You can't even
have
see his
much
forehead. His
better,
fucking hair's
shorter
covering the whole
trades.
thing.
As top esports continue
Wait, where's
just
Goma?
aggroing the dragon,
Guma.
you saw them initially do that just to have it hit Carrier a little bit.
Are they
but
hiding
now
him?
He's not here. They're continuing to try to look for the chance to take this. It's really not an early first Drake though, Meteos, which is again kind of what we were looking at when we see the Sivir Karma.
The reset
They're legit hiding him.
Faker, though, and he doesn't finish the Rod of Ages. Actually ends up buying a tier instead of trying to finish it off. So I
Dude,
think
everyone on T1 has the same
they're not
haircut.
really interested in going for this dragon right now. They're more than happy to let it scale.
Oh my
and I think with
God,
that grab
man.
take, Kanavi should have just ticked over.
Do they all go to the same barber?
So unless T1 can find a pick,
And they just say, give me what he's got.
Just got 5 bowl cuts.
I don't know when the latest first dragon
I'll take one of
was,
those.
but we're definitely heading towards that number. Top Esports.
Wait, there's
Bit of an
Guma.
odd position here is they kind of fight with Faker.
Isn't it considered like really indecent to show your forehead in
It's
Korea?
pretty safe to push out that bot wave. Now it is T1's turn.
It's like showing your
control over
ankles
the
or
bot side
whatever
river. Fantastic vision
in
control
old society.
means they will be the team to start this objective off, and Top Esports don't really have much room to fight this as of right now.
Yeah, you can see piercing arrow, plenty of damage from that Varus here onto the neutral objective.
This thing's
It is
just
secured
fucking
by
dead.
T1 as Hong wants to
Is
step
that
forward.
first Dragon?
Carry with a battle
13
dance to
minutes?
Yeah.
disengage from the tether.
Pretty late.
Means that top can't get any sort of a punish, and T1 just kind of walk away with a Drake for free.
A nice timing window there by T1. So they knew that Kanavi had reset for the for his Triforce. But Kanavi stopping off for
I remember Jackie Love's last Sivir game.
meant that they actually had a little bit more time to try and
What'd
push
he do?
through. So they move in towards mid.
Go sicko mode by not farming.
Dick off against
already had
G2.
Jackie Love pushing in bot wave. So maybe
He's
And
level 2 to
still
level 5
won.
Lucian.
weren't on the map
I don't think they
to
won
their
that.
advantage.
And still fucking won. Let's
I think
get
they
it,
got
boys.
Let's fucking go! Oh wait, no, sorry. I guess according to Sneaky, anything that happens during a game you lost in a series that you won does not
The
count.
conversation was about how AL need to pick up the pace of the game. Because
What
Yeah, he's
the
exempt,
hell
guys.
kind of quote is that?
That's where they seem to feel
That's what you
like
said.
the most comfortable. But
That's not what I said,
they are
actually.
the slower, more controlled
It
LPL
actually
style
is.
team. They like to
He said,
play
doesn't
low,
matter
just
how
kind of
someone
give
played
it,
if they
but you've
lost
got
that
Kanavi
game.
as a jungler.
Only thing that
Very
matters is how they played in their
methodical
wins.
type of approach to the
Not
game,
at
very
all
much playing
relevant to
towards
what I
his
was
strengths,
saying.
and he's scaling up nicely on the Wukong now.
I'm
with the
glad
Dragon
you
Force
slept
complete.
on it, though.
He's looking to hover around
And
top.
lost the
He's
plot.
cautious of that Rakan roam.
No, that was.
Secure
I did not lose the
approach
plot.
as well, so
You
Got
probably tried
mind
to.
fucking
You tried to revise that shit in your head after you realized it was so stupid. They were still saving
I
it.
didn't even think of it for a single second.
Yeah, because it was just so dumb. Like you wouldn't want to.
Cream bursts him down to 20%, but he
I
cannot
can't
threaten
forget
a
because it was
lethal
so like
situation. Still 45
painfully
seconds left
dumb.
until the Rift Herald spawns. Means Faker is going to have time to go back to the fountain, heal up,
Holy
make a
shit,
purchase,
24
and then return
hours
to the
later,
topside river as T1
he's
wants to
still
fight.
at
The top esports really wanted to try and force the play, but with carrying that top side, the exhaust went down onto Kanavi to prevent
So
him from going in.
all
And
you
also
have
then
is
having
you still
the,
remember
the
that
charm
really
to
stupid shit
prevent
I
anyone
said.
from following up meant that top esports knew
Good one.
What do you even mean?
You also see the value of Rod of Ages.
I see. It was a misunderstanding.
No, I understood it perfectly.
That's what makes
Of
sense.
what Faker can expect in the side lane and why it's
There
very
has to
important
be
for
people
Carrier
here
to
who
be in the area
witnessed that
when that Orianna is playing
fucking.
into the Akali
I don't know
specifically.
we want to call it.
Working with Jackie Love as
I mean, it makes
grind
sense.
that place.
English isn't his first language. Like that,
Oh
it
wow,
makes sense.
Duma missed his ult.
Using the chains of corruption, making Hong
Yeah.
flash away or face certain doom.
And right as Rift Herald
Guma's
spawns as
gotten
well,
old.
so Owner immediately books it over towards the objective to start that one up. And look at the map. Top esports not in a position to contest here again.
I feel like this is a pretty rare situation where we've seen all three of the first neutral objectives in the game go utterly uncontested. The Void Grubs earned by Top Esports because of their smart macro play, then T1 getting the Drake for free off the recall from Kanavi, and now Guma Yushi's Chain of Corruption forcing Hong back and
What a
forcing that
boring
flash to be
game.
spent means that T1 gets Rift Herald for
Can
free.
someone
We're
do
just
something?
seeing all of these objectives be handed over.
I think T1 just with really good lane assignments, they know
Top's
that Faker,
trying.
as long as Cream doesn't have
Wait,
his ultimate,
fucking
can
Shirelias
easily gain
again?
control over that wave.
Ew.
For
Also,
what?
the fact that they got that nice trade and Hung, as Doug
Why
was
is this
saying,
the karma
that is
item?
the go signal. That is your window of opportunity.
Because clearly, with Sivir Karma, what you lack
from
is
T1
a little bit
as they
more
gain
move
a small
speed.
lead for themselves.
And it's also really difficult for top esports
Such a
to try and
great
punch back.
enhancement.
You
Move
try and
speed
go,
on
hey,
move
we're going to
speed.
dive bot lane, and you're like, hey, that's a Mordekaiser. That's just not going to end well.
Yeah.
And you want to try and trade on that top side, but Faker's already pushed in, and you already
Zooming
have
in
Owner
the
on that side of the map.
foreign.
So top esports kind of just clear out the waves and do nothing. They're looking for top here. Faker still has flash.
Yeah, Faker gonna drop that shockwave to try to defend himself here as Cream again trying to play as aggressively
Ulti's
as
down.
possible on this Akali. Last time he had the ulti, he spent
About
on
an even
Faker.
trade.
This time he does the same. Redemption coming in to try to keep Faker alive.
Really?
What?
Navi
What the
has
hell,
to
Kanavi?
back away after the redemption. Heals the enemy mid laner.
Hey, I stopped his base. Yo, his recall's canceled. No worries.
Huh.
Stops the dive.
Top esports now starting to get a little bit more active
potentially
on the map, setting
game
their sights
throwing.
on the Faker, but he weathers the pressure well. T1 there to support him when he needs it.
Yeah, I mean, even
Doran
though
now taking
Kerio
over
was
the
able
top
to like
waves, he
redemption
looks
him from mid lane to
chip
save
away
him
at
there,
that top
like
tower.
Exactly. And
Karma
he's
can give
got
us a
his
lot of move
Rift
speed.
Maker online finally. In that head-to-head, he went straight for the tier 2
She'll get
boost,
nowhere
the
near in
latest
time.
skill caps at the very beginning, and it meant that he's actually been pretty far behind in terms of that first big item completion, and that's why 369 had all the control that he did in the head-to-head. Now Doran with that first big
ooh,
item.
miss Sivir W or E.
Plan from top esports
Bye-bye mana.
continuously has been attack the other solo
Bye-bye
laner,
mana.
but they really want to get that flash out. But every time Faker's just been happy to trade the
Give
shockwave,
mana
and now
anymore.
coming in towards his next dragon,
Not if you miss it.
Faker still has that flash, which makes him not
Or
a
if you
target
hit
for
it.
this Kanavi and Cream combo. And it's just been that patience with him on the
Oh,
flash.
no.
More pauses than fucking kills in a 20-minute game. You gotta be shitting me.
Actually, 2 pauses to 1
Navigating
kill.
his way around the vision
Fuck
that top
this.
esports have set up on the top
I'm
side
bored.
of the map, which means that should he
All
find
right,
a
we got to get a
flank,
pizza to
it
fix
means
this
the
up.
top esports won't be aware of his
What are we
position
getting?
as they get closer
Dominoes?
to the dragon
I
spawning,
don't do
which,
that.
for the record, should
Well,
be
let's see what's
happening
open.
in mere moments. T1 with great position around that neutral objective again.
I don't
And
partake.
considering how slow they want
Alright,
to
let's
play
see
this game,
what's open.
T1 have been very happy.
My stream's buffering.
I think my internet just went out.
That I'm still buffering.
with
Meteos
how
is
things are
DDoSing
panning
me
out.
because he doesn't want the pizza.
Yep, I have been informed that this is really
Hello?
going to get to see a
Wait,
larger
buffer
investment
again?
towards a
Am I-
team fight from
am I
both
here?
sides. But again, with this time around, with the way that Gumayushi
Hey.
forced the flash out
Yes?
from Hong, that just didn't happen. And
I think
Is
my
this
internet's
why
down
they
for a sec.
paused?
Drake number 2.
Did
I
like
don't
they
even know
knew
if
the
we're gonna
internet
get it
problems
here.
were coming or
I
what?
don't think top esports are in a position to really fight for
Maybe.
this, though. You just
Maybe the
used
venue's being
Pizza
Kanavi
Hut,
investment on that top side of the map.
Domino's
That's so cool.
and Papa John's are all open. Yes!
Down.
Get one
The
slice from
Orianna
each.
ultimate is about to come back up.
Even
Cream
Little
is available, but
Caesars!
Lacking
Ew.
that key engage tool for Kanavi really makes this fight difficult, and I think T1 are aware of it. They've already established themselves in that bot side river, and for top esports, you have to find a way to try and break that bunker, but it's just so difficult.
One of
with no
each,
Kanavi.
all right.
I like that. If this was game 5, this would be very tense. But because we're in game 1, it feels like that the tension hasn't quite set in. But we are ultimately building towards what could be the first fight and the defining fight of the entire game. If a single team can find a large enough lead in this fight that we're hoping to see soon, it could very well be the key that snowballs either comp.
I mean, I feel like we see this a lot, and I feel like we see it a lot particularly in game 1s, where teams are just testing the waters a little bit, getting a feel for what the other side's going to do, and you do get this very slow-paced type of a game that only has 1 or 2 big fights like you're talking about, but that just means the pressure is that much higher. If you're saying it's
People
not
are
gonna
only
be a
supposed to eat like,
10-fight
what is
game,
it,
well, then
5,000
you better
calories a
play
day
the one fight
on
correct.
average?
I also think that both teams feel very locked in. You can
I feel like
see
that's
how
so
aware
hard to
they
stay
are of
under
the
when
movements on
each
the
large
map.
pizza
But
you
as
eat
we've
is
entered
like
this mid-game, I do think that
2,500
T1's
calories
lane
already.
assignments have just been that much
Like what,
better.
you're just,
They've
that's it?
leveraged the
Just 2
strength
large
of
pizzas a day?
Orianna
You can't eat anything
into
else?
Akali, while also not isolating
See the original
Orianna.
statement?
We've seen how Cream
Water's
and Na'Vi have tried not
probably
once, but
a few hundred
twice
calories per.
to get that flash out that Dagda was saying earlier, and both
Water
times
is a
that
few
effort
hundred
has been
calories per
thwarted
what bottle?
simply due to the
I think
presence
so.
of Keria with Doran TPing up towards the
Yeah,
fight.
wait. This
And so
bottle of water I
because
have, it
that,
says
they've played
500
with their
ml.
pressure well, they've controlled the neutral objectives, and the moment that
500
they did punish
calories?
top esports, they immediately
How many
converted it into
mls per
And it's
calorie?
even the play off your
Oh my
screen that they're
God.
playing well on as well. When you have that TP from Doran
What the
to
fuck?
top
Wait,
side of
water
Saint
is
Baker, Owner just goes down and
thickening.
collects that bot wave and prevents 369 being able to take the bot tower and get any more out of the play for themselves as well. So they're
Take your
constantly
age, divide by
keeping
2,
all
add
these
7.
moves
That's how
in
many
check.
calories you
And I
can
think
eat per
that's where
day.
top esports are
Really?
struggling to really break them open. And as we start to move forward into this, again, you've got no ultimate for the
So I'm 17 divided by 2. 14 plus 7.
You're 17.
21. I can have 21 calories a day. Wow, what is that? Like one pepperoni off my large pizza?
One breath of air.
As we would traditionally see with something like an Ornn or a Rel or a Nautilus, because Kanavi will need to not only find a flank, but he will be the key threat on the back line.
If water is 0 calories, then how do you gain weight? If you drink a pound of water, you gain 1 pound, but you ate no calories. Can anyone explain this phenomenon?
That's going to be ever present in the team fight. So who does Doran remove in these fights to turn it into a 4v4 for T1?
Oh, we're back. Holy shit, thank God. I was losing brain cells. I was legit losing brain cells from that conversation I was just listening to.
Ignore the bottom of your screens. Kanavi does not have his ultimate up and available.
Was it the Joe Rogan podcast?
Which is why top esports didn't really want to try and contest. So it looks like for T1 again, another dragon. Now the feats, they're in a great spot.
And it's exactly what we were talking about.
What if it turns out in the future people realize that water's like the worst shit ever for you?
Yes, you get the extra speed, you get the extra
Everyone who's ever drank water has literally died.
Mm-hmm. Like you're just taking years off your life by drinking water.
So much more difficult, but it looks like
so how do we fix it? Soda only?
Yeah.
So top esports with a little
Wait,
bit
big
of
cannon.
For themselves. But again,
Faker?
We talked about it earlier. See how T1 is doing a great job of protecting Faker. They refuse to leave this Orianna isolated because that is the key target that top esports is trying to find.
If you couldn't drink water
what would be like in a world where they randomly found out that water was like poisonous and awful for you? Like, what would the secret healthy drink? It'd have to be like milk or something. Yeah, it'd be milk for sure.
I think it's milk. Yeah.
So for top esports, it's really difficult.
That's my like secret theory is that milk is like the best shit ever.
Just starting to collect dragons, keeping the peace, and
because it's the thing that like all animals drink it, right?
So for top esports, it needs
like
to
it's like nurturing for babies. Yeah, exactly. It's like natural, right? So why wouldn't it be the most nurturing thing ever?
The lack of vision that opens up these flank opportunities for Kanavi and for Cream.
And top esports' map play did earn them those first 3 grubs of the game that we saw back at the start of things, but the 3 neutral objectives since
I drank a shit ton of milk growing up.
T1. They have the feat of monster slaying. We're still only 1 kill in 19
It's hard for me to drink a lot of milk.
So that feat not
I mean, not like a gallon at a time, but it'd be like...
You do see some damage on the turrets in the side lanes for both squads.
I ate a ton of cereal growing up, like all the fucking time.
It's probably first turret right now.
Because
the funny thing to
that was
me
back at the old food pyramid where it thought it was healthy.
The whole game. 14, my mistake.
That's why you were having cereal, because you thought it was healthy.
I mean, I didn't. If I thought it was like unhealthy, I probably wouldn't have eaten it as much.
This one, there's also still the Rift Herald in the
like, yeah, it's you're eating grains. It's good. The grains in question, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
They're not gonna start up the
Lucky Charms.
I'd be surprised if you like actually thought that was healthy. There's no fucking way.
I mean, yeah. Thought it was pretty good.
Again, Faker swaps back into the matchup with Cream.
I mean, it was definitely tasty. I love that shit.
If the Atacon is started up, you need to be a little careful. There's a nice ward.
Captain Crunch,
oh
Cinnamon
my
Toast
God, he
Crunch.
missed his Gazande Q.
Lucky Charms.
Oh, that is
Honey
sad,
Nut
bro.
Cheerios.
That is sad.
Flank opportunity for himself. But TP now towards the mid lane, trying to keep this mid tower
Fruit
safe.
Loops.
Yeah, dude, my mom was funny as fuck. She like drew the line. She drew the line at like Cookie Crisp and Reese's Puffs. She's like, nah, that's just candy. But I literally would have like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes. Like that was all fair game, but not Cookie Crisp.
Dude, Frosted Flakes are so good on like a very specific timer. Like if it's in the bowl for like a minute and a half, it's just doom.
Yeah, they get soggy quick.
But it's like so good right before that.
Did you ever do the thing with Lucky Charms where you'd like avoid all the marshmallows till the end and then just get like a huge spoonful of marshmallows?
No, my sister would literally eat out of the fucking box and eat all the marshmallows, and I pour a bowl and I just get nothing but the fucking duds.
That's fucked up. That's actually fucked up.
Once again, there's not enough damage to really pose the threat.
Would she slip the cockroaches in there too?
But now TP could be used by Faker.
No, that was in the Cheez-It box.
There it is, right on top of Keria, who comes in to reinforce the T1 mid laner. The quickness comes out.
Wow, owner W flash.
From Cream.
There is no damage there.
Still got protection here though in the top side. Kanavi having to clone.
Oh yeah, Rice Krispies are actually super good.
Putting pressure on this top side, and you've got that TP from Faker to come back out onto this top side. with Kanavi on low HP and Akali with no ult.
I thought they were kind of mid. Like Rice Krispies and Wheaties for me were like mid cereal. You'd like, we would literally like take spoonfuls of sugar and like put it on our cereal too. If it was like the bland ones. Thinking back, I'm just like, what the fuck? That's some crazy shit to do.
But who's there first? It's Carrier. It's Owner.
And then after you finish, you'd get like a big spoonful of milky sugar at the bottom and eat it. Oh my! Dude, think about it now. Actually makes me want to fucking puke.
Back in his place.
Delicious.
Nice being
God.
For Faker. Top Esports trying to get some vision around Arakan, but T1 is making it very difficult.
It's Doran versus Cream in the bottom lane right now, but the important thing to make note of is that Doran has his teleport available, and Cream still does not have his. The perfect execution is back off of cooldown, but Cream's flash obviously still a long way away here as well. Carrier loses half.
The quickness, the dickness.
Kanavi, but now Owner's ready to lead the charge here with the Crescent Guard. Kanavi,
nobody's dead. We're all getting out.
Thank God we picked Karma instead of Nautilus. This is way more fun.
To punish the positioning of Carrier, but is they
yeah, this is awesome. Nice pick, Hung.
Want to secure the first tower of the game.
Nobody will die.
You're
no
hung
worries,
as fuck,
man.
bro. You got a huge, fat dick.
They forced Top Esports out of River though, and Dragon is available, and that was really what they wanted. So now Top Esports gonna have to try and break into this, but it looks like it's gone.
Yeah, T1 just going to go ahead and secure themselves Soul Point on a Cloud Soul Rift. Another uncontested.
So we're at Soul Point, and there's one kill in the game.
Top Esports on the other side might be able to secure first tower for themselves, as 369 will be left
I'm
alone
so
to hit
bored.
away on this tower. So hey, a feat of warfare contributed. Now the question is, gentlemen,
I'm actually confused.
we reached 3 kills.
What?
Because so far, 24 minutes in.
Wait, feats of strength won't even be taken until someone gets 3 kills.
Awfully low.
It's not looking particularly high.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Whoever got the pickups for Kanavi First Blood, though, at least somewhat happy with things. Maybe not with how this game state is going.
Wow.
As T1, once again, it's just been these little pockets that they're playing off of. Carrier getting nearly caught out there in that top side, but they turn around damage from Owner, setting up them for the push. And this is kind of the...
This is kind of fucked
up.
up.
Picks are so strong from the comfort. Like Owner loves playing the Xin Zhao because he knows how hyper aggressive he can go, burning that ultimate just to force Top Esports back.
Yeah, they better ramp this shit up quick.
It's been such a staple for T1.
I better not see another game like this.
Or
I'm gonna screech.
Yeah, 369 trying to jump in there as the turret
I need
falls.
Jackie Love
Owner,
sprinting it on cooldown,
but
but then his team kind of like wins the fight.
At about 60% HP here.
But then it's like top laner versus top laner at the end, and a death match.
What is happening? Well, this is just what happens when 2 perfect teams match. Perfectly parrying each other's unstoppable force versus a movable object type shit. You know, it's just like
a movable object.
Absolute parity between these 2 legends.
Like
Goliath
a ball
versus Goliath.
versus a car.
Yeah, this is perfect League of Legends. No kills should ever happen. Anytime a kill happens is a mistake.
Yep, and there are no mistakes here.
Okay, if there's no kills at Otacon, like, that's fucked. It took 5 minutes for anyone to even start hitting Otacon randomly.
Tank the Otacon because they do not want the debuff on everybody else on Top Esports. Doran making his way up through the river. 369 with a third in Tofo strike primed. Top Esports
Doran?
something here. It's
Doran? Ulti Wukong clone.
However, he's into the death realm. He's going after Kanavi.
He ulted the real one. I think Wukong's just dead. Yeah, he's dead.
He's gone. Ooh, he missed.
Why is the crowd cheering? They don't want that, do they? How many Koreans are in the crowd? He's dead.
Trying to escape as Cream's got some fancy
oh my God.
Well then.
Getting anything. T1 out
Yep.
team fight him, and
it's a 3-0. JJ. Yeah, they're just gonna take Baron too, right?
Okay, I feel like Top should have just let GT beat them if they're gonna play like this.
Taking out 369. T1 will turn their
Yeah, that would have been so kind.
Meteos, you talked about the value of
Sivir is TP, I just noticed. She going bot.
Because Doran just rips Kanavi out of existence. That makes
Is that why there's no fights? Because 80 carries TP?
Can't actually get into the fight because they're zoned by Gumayushi and Faker.
I don't know.
Wait, still no feet. Oh! Is this it? Is this the foot?
Nope. Wait, are you mad behind? What is your game time?
56? 7? Oh wait, I did buffer for an hour. You did too.
Yeah, but you're like 4 seconds behind. I paused.
And again, this pick from Mordekaiser
6?
doing
7?
very much as we expected. The question was, would he remove Kanavi or Cream? But that decision was made so simple for him the moment he saw that Wukong try to engage. And Flowers, you highlighted in the fight, to add insult to injury, the second Kanavi comes out of the fight, there's the quickness, charming him up, isolating him to allow for Faker to secure the kill.
You just sit on top of the little Christmas light and
Barris
press
Serpent's
R
Fang.
as soon as it returns to a champion. Well played there from T1. Now over 2,000
Literally
gold
for
ahead.
what? Oh, actually, no, there's a karma.
We have
Yeah, for
45
what?
seconds left until the Cloud Soul
I looked
spawns.
at the first
Long in some
4.
danger here, has to flash away. Carrier ready to go after
Oh!
Finally claimed at 27
There it
minutes
is.
by T1,
The boot.
and they are just
Wait.
barreling down the
wait.
bottom lane.
Versal
Gumayushi
whiffed,
getting
and
hit
he's
by
gone.
No! Cream's already got the assassination.
Cream is
He dies in
cooked.
response as Kanavi
He
continues
just died in his
spinning
shroud.
forward,
Wait,
looking for a
Sivir's
little
actually
more.
fucking on him.
From Jackie Love. He
Oh,
needs
he's
more,
cooked.
but
Oh,
can't
that
find
flash
it.
went in
Double
interesting
kill
direction.
to Faker, as
Man,
Oda
Cassante
finishes Jackie,
had nothing
and
to
only
TP to?
3-6-9 is left.
For what?
T1 again win
I don't know.
the fight with 10 seconds left until the Cloud
Fuck.
Soul spawns.
Top Esports threw the Hail Mary, and it was so close to looking good, but intercepted
His
at the
soul
last
is just...
second. And
Wait,
now
I guess
T1
owner is actually pretty
with members
low.
on the map.
If
Those
Cassante
are
can
Kieran
win this in
Cloud
any
Soul, so it's
fashion...
a little bit of a spot here.
Yeah, looks like
Oh.
Hard made a mistake,
Nah,
stepping forward to
Karma's
try
just
to
Oh, wow.
show up and get
laner.
fucked by
Doran
Mord.
brings
Wait.
Hong into the death
Nah,
round
the fucking
instead.
ult.
You
This is a
will
horrible
not
spot
be
for
able to
Mord.
catch back up to the Karma
Yeah,
to
he
guarantee
got
the
so
kill,
far.
but now it's Faker
Is there really
joining
no
up
better way they
with
can
his
show the
top
Death Realm
laner
on
for the extra
Spectator?
damage into 3-6-9. The Cassante tries to get away.
The
and
technology is
outpaces
not
the
there.
Claw to do so, but the entire time
GG.
it was owner on the Drake.
There's the
MasterCard
noise.
priceless moment.
It only took 29 minutes.
T1 got all 4 Drakes uncontested.
It got a little scary for T1 on the bot side of the map. It felt like that Jackie Love had
Whoa.
really woken up in this game, but
Actually,
Kanavi
4
again
uncontested
isolated.
drags.
Shockwave.
Whoa,
Shockwave
Kanavi.
from
Whoa,
Faker,
he's
burst down the
actually
enemy
dead
jungler.
like that. Holy
Kanavi
Wait,
has
Jackie Love just got
never
fucking Varus
found
ulted,
his
by the way.
angles in this game
Okay.
after that first blood. Cream of the wall wants something.
Wow.
They'll give him a burial.
All right.
Dude,
Well,
who's
you
in the
know,
crowd?
Kill.
Who's actually in the
93 for
crowd?
T1. Everything top
Probably-
esports
They all came out for
early
T1?
was completely
Dude,
Oh!
T1's literally the home crowd no matter where they are.
is showing them how to
Everyone
make
loves
plays
T1.
now.
Yeah, with
3-6-9,
top esports
just
right
trying
in
to
front of him
escape some
in
of the
China.
damage. He's the only
I mean,
one
Dom told me that, like,
alive
Is this
for a
team
game
hated?
that had one
Dom
kill
unironically
at
said that, like,
24
every
minutes.
top Chinese team is just
T1
hated by
are about
China.
to end it.
Like,
30
they just hate all of them.
in.
They only
Respawns
like the
are
shy.
not even here. 3-6-9's the only one
Really?
left. And they want to try to
Yeah, he's
grab
like
the
BLG,
ace on the
top,
way
fucking-
out. T1. It was a slow
Who's the other ones?
burn, but it's
They like
top
IG, I think.
esports being put
Leo.
to
I don't
the
like top of
fire.
BLG.
T1 just
I'm not
gonna
sure about
pad
AL.
the stats and take game 1.
Well, that was boring as
It's a
shit.
5-1,
Well
get
played,
3-3
T1.
at the end, as they marched in one by one, and Top Esports happy
Was
to
that
take them to the
T1?
slaughter.
I don't know. I mean, they got 3 drags.
Game number
Look, that's on
one, from
top,
one
isn't it?
kill to game over
They're like
in
losing the
6
game
minutes.
because of
T1's
drags, and they did
looking
nothing.
fierce.
Well played.
T1 saying one
I blame
fight
top.
is all you get, and if you don't show up, we're gonna take your base, Maurits.
And I am
Do not
used
blame
to
Faker for
LCK
this one.
games, and now I'm sometimes like I'm pushing back on the narrative. Like, guys, it's not that.
They could have all ran Ignite
slow,
instead of TP, and the game would have been way more exciting.
For a big explosion down the line, but it wasn't because of a lack of
big
attempts. Because I think there was
explosion.
actually a lot of tries here from TES to make something happen. But T1 played their game, and they did it flawlessly.
And Isaac, you get this, and if you're in a game
I
and you
was
check someone's
Jackie
elo
loving
before you do,
myself,
it's
and
your
I
enemy
creamed.
mid
What the
laner,
fuck?
And you want to take him down. That's what TES tried over and over and over.
What
but they
the
forgot
hell?
They have a map to look at.
Yeah, the problem is they were going after Faker again and again and again, and every time they tried, the game plan was counter pick mid, leave Ori open, and then put all your resources into snowballing Cream to the point where you can win through sides. But every time they went for Faker, Nothing happened. They couldn't even force his flash. And meanwhile, you're losing Dragon. Meanwhile, you're losing jungle camps. Meanwhile, you're losing.
Okay, what was his Wukong play?
Yeah, I think it came down
you
to
cannot convince me
than that, right?
that he thought this shit would do anything.
To get this, it actually opens up mid, sets up a play.
Good on you not hitting the face between games, dude. I'm legit obliviated.
It looks like an Olympian dress or something.
Made such a huge difference because the game was so slow, because there were so few fights, and TES just stacked 4 Drakes completely uncontested.
Some like Rome dress shit.
Oh shit, yeah.
And of course TES
fucking
had to
toga
try
party.
And get that Drake, but had to try and get really
shit.
any objective. And as we take a look at this HyperX reflex replay, one fight is indeed all they got. Now I understand that they feel under pressure, Mal, but they misplayed this completely.
Yeah, I don't. Why are we
Whenever I see outfits like that, I'm like, did the person like, how do they own that? Did they rent it for this event specifically? Have they owned this for a while? They're like, did they buy and be like, yep, this is my semifinals dress?
And the big thing for me
I
is
would
when
guess
we
they
talk
bought
about
it
what TES are
for
good
the
at
event.
domestically,
Maybe not like yesterday or anything, but
Or they just bought it on a whim one time and they're just been
Because the game was so
itching for a
close,
time to
to
use
see
it.
them
They're like, this is
fumble
it.
here
This is
absolutely
it. This is my
massive, 'cause
toga
you
night.
really do only
I could see that one.
chance, especially
I mean, I don't know.
with
I'm
the game
not
coming
like
down
a
to such
fashion
slight
person.
Back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Same.
They had let them get.
Overflow? I don't know. That might be kind of cringe on Orianna. Target max health physical damage. I could rush.
Wait, it's Faker doing the shush. Holy shit.
I'm going Lich Bane Ori. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Whoa.
Literal Faker chills.
Two-man items to overflow. Dude, on most champs, I would agree. I feel like Ori's like the most spammiest mage. I think even without this shit, she'll like sometimes.
Karma was level 8 when Sivir was 16. God damn.
How come Faker didn't use his Orianna skin? Any knowers? What if this whole time League has just been one big science, or like social experiment where using skins makes you weaker, and Faker's the only one who's seen through it? Or what if he literally gets a buff at Worlds, like Riot just hard codes him to like have fucking plot armor, like he does a little bit more damage and he's a little bit more tanky. $8,000 3-peat skin, that would be fucking sick. $8,000 Faker skin, please. Why should, like, what's wrong with there being an $8,000 skin? Like actually though, is it not a victimless crime? Like, what if people just really want to waste their money? Should they not be allowed to? Keeps the game free to play. Lets the whales be whales. I feel like people, I think it's totally fine for their, it's like people love designer wear shit. It's like they'll waste thousands of dollars on clothes. Why not let them do it on skins? No one's making you buy it. Are people like? Is there an actual argument why it's bad other than just poor people being jelly? I mean, I don't buy that shit. Like, I don't care about it. It's not for me. Doesn't bother me if someone else has it. I think it's cool to look at. Just not the best way to make money. But like, I always see people get like really fucking virtuous about it, like virtue signaling. When they made the Arya skin, they were like, it's so fucked up, right? It's so greedy and whatever. It's just like, dude, if it gave you any player power, I would totally be there with you. But it's genuinely a cosmetic. It's not pay to win. It's pay to look cool. Oh my god, this guy's cruelty on Veigar? He transmuted cruelty? That's kind of fucked up. Lichbane crit? Perhaps? It's unethical to make you gamble to get skins? Why? Oh god. Oh my god. Veigar with cruelty is so fucked up. You don't like gambling being available to 12-year-olds who play? They don't have parents, or... I mean, how much money are 12-year-olds really spending on skins? Like, I'm not even orphan shaming or anything, but like... Is that Riot's fault? The fuck? Why is this guy so fast? What is this shit? I'm curious what the like what the demographic for like the of all the revenue they make from skins, like what age group or whatever buys it the most. I doubt kids makes up a huge percentage. I would guess that's pretty small. I would guess it's like fucking late 20s, early 30s, familyless, working people. Is my thing doing anything? Didn't seem that good. Why is he so fast? Oh, get excited. So fetch. Wishful thinking. Cat in the Hat. Problem with expensive skins is the same as Oblivion, Horse Armor, MTX games is a plague, make it unlockable through playing. Yeah, honestly, bro. Like, why does Riot even want to make money? Why isn't everything free? Like, that'd be way better for me. Honestly, pretty base take right there. And, like, they don't even need to pay their devs. Working at Riot is a fucking privilege. Like, people should be paying Riot for the opportunity to work there. Why don't they just make subscription for accounts with all skins? Fuck it. Not a bad idea, honestly. The reason not have outrageously priced skins is creates negative discussion, puts the government under government scrutiny. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Yeah, I don't know about all that personally. Are we in draft? We're about to be. I don't feel like this Lich Bane thing is doing very much. It doesn't even say how much. It just says additional max health damage. Is it like 0.1%? Need Nashers. Yeah. Yeah, no. No, I'm good. Do it, pussy. Shit on. Kind of getting farmed. Because we don't have a tank, probably. Veigar is super broken in this mode, though. Oh, we didn't even need to FF. We just... Quick loss. I'm just dead. Dude, this thing isn't healing me shit. Literally nothing. How's that draft looking? What's up, Ari? What's that toy? What are you squeaking? What are you squeaking? First pick, Rise. So they got Rise Corki and Nico Gallio. Oh, shit. What a crazy juke for this Veigar. It's going to try to flash ult me. I can smell it. Oh, shit. No. Oh, he died. Infernal Conduit's going crazy. Who won game 1? No one. They called it a draw. They said this shit's too boring. And they just restarted the match. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Dude, he's so fucking fast. Giant Slayer. Why is my own Anivia walling me? What the fuck? Oh my god, he has a jeweled gauntlet? This guy is the most disgusting build. Alright, GG. Just let him end. NT. Alright, this Spellblade shit's trash. It's gotta be Giga undertuned.
Position, and even the fact that you have the Nico helps to enable you a certain extent in that.
Alright, you guys didn't like my karma. I'll Nami next time. It's fine.
Which is a very abusive matchup. So keep our eyes on this bottom side to see.
And honestly, if this shit doesn't work out, I still have Soraka for game 3.
Because it's 0-6 at Worlds at the moment, and would love to try and bully out this Kai'Sa.
This Kai'Sa for Gumayusi is such a meaningful pick because of the history he has on the champion. The last performance we saw on him, he absolutely popped off and earned redemption on the champion, and now T1 fans have to feel like that they can trust him to pilot it, especially in these tense environments. Dive is the name of the game for T1. If game 1 was slow and controlled, game 2 is about ruthless and lethal aggression as they set their sights on the carry of Top Esports that will have to try and survive the backline threat that is heading their way.
And you mentioned Gumayusi's performance on that Kai'Sa. Now correct me if I'm wrong, Meteos, I do believe that was also the game against Hope, where Hope was piloting this very Corki, and there at one point was over a 6,000 individual gold difference between those marksman players.
Whose draft is easier to execute, we'll say.
Have a very similar performance because for Top Esports,
Nami's just super hard to execute. Not a bad champion, but just like, you know, so hard to execute. We don't believe in bad champions here.
All right, we're on to the rift for game number 2 in this best of 5. Remember, log into your Riot account right now on lolesports.com and watch Worlds live to earn some exclusive Worlds emotes, icons, capsules, all kinds of cool stuff. But for Top Esports, the only thing they want to earn is a tied series. After an underwhelming first game, it's T1 who are feeling in control coming into this.
So we got Trundle against no tankers.
No summoners spell books. Gentlemen, it's about the lane.
Their goal in game
And we have
was to put
Nami.
pressure onto Faker, and he survived that pressure very
Will this work
comfortably.
out?
This time around, Top Esports, they do have some side lane threat. They have some good collapses, but ultimately, like, I'm curious as to how they're going to navigate their way through the early game, because I think, like, mid lane is not an easy lane to play for. That Camille is probably your easiest avenue of attack, but you've also drafted yourself a Corki Nami lane that I imagine you want to try and invest some resources into, given that you are running a more of an aggressive bot lane duo. And you could
Well,
already
5
see
gold
Hung and Jackie
lead
Love
on support.
posturing far up in the bottom lane, looking for an early trade.
Yeah,
He should have let someone else ping the
way
ward.
try and play this bottom lane is
He literally
to
just
use
stole
the
5 gold. That could be the difference
slowing
between
ability
winning and
of
losing the
Nami
game.
to just make things really uncomfortable for Keria. And if you can end up enabling that to close that gap for the Trundle, Keria's going to have to invest a flash, you have the pillar for after, and that's the way you're going to look to try and chase down this bottom side of the map. If T1 are able to alleviate a lot of that
Figure told me he's going
by
full
having
AP this
Jarvan
game.
match, or making sure that you're able to keep some of these
Wow.
early summoner spells, which are already double burned on the bottom side, that's where that's
It's
T1
kind of a bad trade for Corki. He shot his he traded Foss Bomb for heal barrier. He lost a lot of mana there.
Oh, that Q missed though.
In game 1, it really was Faker's story.
Wow, Faker really smoked him game 1, huh?
Pressure. Jackie Love, though, looking to make game 2 about
Whoa.
Level 2 spikes up. Forced to use the barrier as the tower shot comes through, though. Gets punished for that aggression.
But he does get the flash out of Keria.
Oh my.
Could be a playmaking opportunity.
He just
But it's
flashed that
amazing
Q.
for
What?
T1. Owner and Faker already starting to move through. Owner wants to slip in behind. Hasn't gone towards his top side.
Huh?
They should be pinging at the ward. You can see it there.
How are they so
Where the hell's
horrified
the
of these
Jarvan?
Corki Qs?
So Top
Instead he
Esports
barriered the
back away
first
on the
one.
bottom side. They
Yep.
know something's up.
Wait, what is your game time, by the way? What did you do to your stream?
40? One?
You're literally 10 seconds behind.
Huh?
You're literally 10 seconds behind while you're eating
Speeding
pizza.
up.
Great understanding from Top Esports there about the jungle
No
timings
pizza.
from the Jarvan.
What's your time?
You can see they had a ward that just
Fat
died on the
fuck.
Raptors on the top side. Owner never showed. So
Game
knows
time.
that something has to be up.
307,
And now
8,
it's kind of a reverse
9.
of game 1.
Yeah, I'm
Where it was
good.
Top Esports to go for the invade and start to fall a little bit behind on tempo when it comes to the jungle. And now it's actually Kanavi who has that advantage.
And now this leaves the bot lane
369's
very
getting
exposed. An
smoked.
opportunity for a gank. Gumiyushi has to
Getting
invest
rolled
the ward,
into a
and he's going
blunt.
to do that just now. Good awareness from T1, investing that early vision to spot out where Kanavi was. Owner will see him earlier on the red buff. And now this bot lane should feel safer with that vision to push out that wave underneath the tower as their jungler is on the top side of the map.
Yeah, there's so much vision on this bottom side. Oh, he flashed over the wall. Kanavi flashed over to
Whoa.
avoid the vision.
What?
And is now going to come in
What
on
the hell?
That's cheesy as fuck.
Gumiyushi and Keria packing away,
And it's
though.
not even gonna work.
So Kanavi, despite trying
Yikes.
to get creative there,
Nami made
Are they
that shit
cheating?
so obvious. He's just running at him with his dick in his hand, saying, "Yo, my jungler's coming. He flashed the wall. Better run away."
I think Jackie Love and Hong just gave the play away
Wow.
as they tried to move up, set up for the corresponding gank. Kanavi looking now.
Okay.
Oh, did that ward see him?
Keria can get
Yeah,
away
maybe.
from this one. Remember the flash already spent earlier.
It's hard to
He
tell.
is not afraid.
Oh my God.
Nice tangle barb there
I think
into the blooming
I don't
burst means
think I
it's
saw him
actually
right when he did the
Jackie Love
flash,
that takes the
but
worst of the
I think
attempt.
when he went for the crab, it saw him.
You see they've already swapped their lanes now as well, but Gumiyushi move up to the
Yeah.
top side. The interrupt, not quite there. Doran trying to get that ward in the brush to give him that extended hook shot. But now, again, it just already we're seeing how much pressure.
I'll
Top
believe
Esports
Nami's
want to
useful
try
when
and
I
put
see
onto
it.
This game. They couldn't really find much in the last one, with so many plays already invested into that bot lane.
Yeah, I ain't saying she's amazing.
Trying to
We're
hang
good.
around here,
I think
grab
she's
a
good in
little
solo
bit of
queue.
minions. Colossal Smash will pick up that one. As up in the top side, Gumiyushi just continues farming on this Kaisa. Does have a nice little lead over Jackie Love on the Corki, but there is some extra minions for Jackie to pick up.
Yeah, it should even up as this wave ends up crashing through and Top Esports end up matching on this top side of the map. But already you can see the game plan from T1 is we want to avoid this matchup. It is so difficult to play against Scream. Gets the lockdown, can have in the area, but they don't want to go for it. Again, like Jackie Love and Hong should be able to punish in this matchup. So as long as Gumiyushi and Keria are able to
So
push it away
Guma
and then reset, they should be
got
good.
shit
Here we go,
on
top lane again.
and is up 14 CS
Real Gumiyushi
When did he get shit on?
in 5 minutes.
Both hanging around, and there's just the power
Got
of this Nico, man.
shit
Whether
on.
this champion is
Not sure about the
engaging
got
from
shit on
stealth for
part.
a team fight, whether it's
Freaking
checking
out,
vision
popping
with the clone,
sums,
whether it's tanking turrets with the cannon,
getting
you're
pushed
finding
in.
so much
Can
unique
Corki just
utility
valk
that
the
no
wave
other
already?
support does.
I just love that both teams are doing an excellent job of reading their enemy junglers' movements. They're making it very difficult for both Owner and Kanavi to find early ganks. I'm impressed that Owner has actually managed to accrue a CS lead, given that early on, sacking one side of the map really should have cost him a lot, but he's been able to bounce back to great efficiency.
It's because you end up seeing that Kanavi used all that time to gank bot lane, attempted to gank top, whereas
super trade.
Spawned. So now Kanavi behind 2 camps as he starts to move into this bottom side of the map. But that was a big load of damage on towards Jackie on the top side, and that's exactly where Owner is.
Yeah, Owner level 6.
Wait, Owner's a full level up on on fucking Trundle? What phase?
We'll see if they want to keep looking for a little bit more. Faker is also here with a hero's entrance. The Jarvan Galio Wombo combo. Exactly what T1
They're looking kind of
No teleports ready on the top esports side to try to
Does hitting the Nico clone charge up the tower aggro?
Wow.
Clean execution.
All right.
He's hitting what? The clone?
Yeah, does it ramp the turret? Shoots the clone?
No room for escape whatsoever.
Fucking hope not.
Spotted that entire time on the dragon, makes the play look smooth as T1 go 2-0 up.
Cream even invested the realm warp to try and get up there as well, try and follow Faker, but was just that little bit too far behind. T1 having a masterclass in these early games of tracking the enemy jungler and making sure they just cannot do anything.
So you're telling me it's a boring 3-0?
It's very late roam from Cream, and top esports already know they're in trouble, but they try to send anyway. Jackie Love even investing the flash at the end here to try and escape, but there's so much damage.
Dude, you just fucked so hard. Owner EQ'd out of turret range after getting Nami flash, hits Corki. Galley ult kills Nami and gets Corki after Valk flash.
Yep.
They were just so boned there.
No help, no team.
No team. Where's my team?
What can you do?
Yeah. I got no jungle help this game. Like, yeah, he flashed the wall and, like, fucked his camps to go for a gank, and I gave it away and fucked him over.
That was his decision.
Yeah. Yeah, and I played it perfectly. Like, I walked at him with my
You think
cock
Top
out.
Esports begged him to flash over the wall? Please, please.
No, they were like, oh, he flashed over the wall. Let me do my best to make it obvious. I don't want this play to work.
Well, the angle for Top Esports right now is neutral objectives. They did get the first Drake after the play made from T1 earlier there underneath that Tier 1 turret topside. And now, once more, it's going to be Top Esports claiming all 3 grubs, just like in game number 1. So the kills and the gold may belong to T1, but it's Top Esports keeping themselves relevant with control over objectives.
Yeah, I mean, T1 just don't have the ultimates they needed. Faker not having his, Owners is just only back off cooldown, and looking at Cream now in the mid lane.
Yeah, Cream gets cataclysmed, forced to flash immediately.
Is Owner using Fnatic Jarvan? It's a random ass skin.
Don't die.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Terrain, so Cream now vulnerable on the rise.
You know, Flowers as a
It's so clean.
Main, you're very familiar with
Cyanide is so crispy.
As a result of their impact in the game. And in the past, it used to be the QSS tax when playing against Skarner. It's the Flash tax when playing against the Jarvan.
I feel like
it certainly is.
There's a lot of good Jarvan skins.
Successful in the latter half of the World Championship.
That's not
it's
one
so
of them.
easy for him to walk into a lane, throw that
Hextech Jarvan. Oh wait, Faker no flash? He's actually fucked.
From Jackie, he goes in for the Valkyrie to block the Justice Punch from
Oh.
Faker.
Oh.
Now Faker's trying to get away here. Galio shielded to
Oh!
Gets his shot. Faker wasn't ready, but here we
Holy shit, man.
Public execution wants the attempt onto Doran,
Woo!
who uses the Hextech ultimatum defensively back against him. Carrier comes in for the Pop Blossom, but he only finds Kanavi. Now Owner's showing up, but Cream
Holy shit,
reinforces
Rise is
the
here.
realm war.
Ooh.
Gumayushi ready to back up his team. Both sides commit.
We're getting some action. Let's
Let's
go, Meteos.
Signs of life from Top Esports, and it's Jackie
That was
Love
legit
that
quasi.
reignites that fire. Skirmish on the bot side ultimately fizzles because Top Esports realize that they're at a numbers disadvantage. By backing away from the play, they know that Jackie Love can secure some plates on the top side of the map and get some gold back for Top Esports.
Meteos just wants this to be over with, doesn't he? He doesn't even want some good games.
This flow is so painful
Fuck this
to
guy.
deal with
What
for
is-
anyone that
what
tries
are
to
you
waddle
saying?
away. So nice job by
Why
Top
are you
Esports
this
finding
guy?
something back. And also to escape on that bottom side, because that looked dicey for a second.
Oh, it absolutely did. Dragon now in 1 minute and 20 seconds. These first items are nearing their completion, I imagine, across the board.
So you're telling me
Both
Faker, the
sides will
clutch
reach
guy,
those
gets
spikes
solo killed
ahead
by
of that
Jackie Love,
dragon
the
spawn.
choker?
I wonder if Top Esports will look for a fight, but I mean, it's a bit of a creative
Something
way to
ain't right.
because I expected things like the Rise Ultimate, as we saw being used towards the bot side of the map. That's the way in which I envision top esports finding picks on the map, creating that sudden numbers advantage that T1 can't necessarily respond to, especially when the Galio is so far away. And this is another thing that T1 have to be mindful of. As long as Faker is sitting on the top side of the map, he can't really impact the bot side with his ultimate. So he does now have the TP available. He can look to join the fray, but 369 really going toe-to-toe with Doran in the 1v1.
With this Dragon now in 35 seconds, I am curious what this potential fight is going to look like as well, because you've got no flash on Keria, which is so crucial for finding these big pop blossoms, but also how much value can 369 get out of this Ambessa? Because in theory, T1 are all jumping in on top of you, so you're not really going to find an isolated target. Even if he ends up jumping on towards Gumayushi, Gumayushi just ults to the other side of the fight and keeps himself safe. So I really am curious how top esports are going to get value from this Ambessa throughout these next few engages.
All right, 5 seconds on that trick.
Oh.
Kanavi takes a little bit of damage, but nothing.
Kanavi's 2 levels down. What the hell?
Trundle. Owner throws the flag into the pit.
He's going to be weak as shit this game.
369 and Doran continue scrapping as we continue to see 369 coming out on top.
Literally itemless.
For Jackie Love means a massive point of power there for the Corki, but it doesn't look like he's arriving to the Drake here in time just yet. Keria wants to get away. Nice use of the pillar there. Takes Keria Love.
Owner?
And now Owner has to flash out. Flash attempt. Not going to get anything back there from Hong. He misses that as Gumayushi now has to flash.
Jackie Love! Oh, Giga Chad! Giga Chad, Jackie! That's the Jackie Love we've been waiting for.
He killed the support.
Wait,
victory
for this shit? Oh my god, wow.
Oh my.
They can just do that? What the fuck is this dive? Holy shit.
It fucking works.
3 kills to 3.
Jackie Love drives the fight forward as he flashes into range of T1.
God damn.
That gave top esports the confidence to chase down the escaping T1 members. 369 finds another kill.
Figure has a
Ambessa doing?
Kill score as T1 walks away with the Dragons.
Sometimes Jackie Love flashing in can be a little spooky, but that was exactly what they needed there. But now 369
Figure hit everything, and that was
keeping this wave out
from the tower. He's not gonna let the wave crash.
He wants to stop the minions from arriving, but Keria's got the pop blossom.
Never mind.
Top lane. Vengeance for Gumayushi
Wow,
as T1
that was
takes out the
random as fuck. What the hell?
Time. Cream getting the opportunity to put these Void Grubs to work in the bottom lane.
They just keep going for these picks, and here Keria steps too far forward, hoping that he can get that pop.
Keria lives. Owner goes in. Doesn't get bubbled. Jackie Love is fucking sick of these clowns living, man. He is sick of that shit.
Not expecting Doran to come in, but this entire time 369 is trying to walk up from this bottom side of the map.
Feat of Warfare was earned 30 minutes earlier this game than last game.
Flashes onto Gumayushi and sets up the play.
Damn.
Beautiful follow-up from 369. The consequence of all of this, though, is that Doran has been left isolated in the top lane. He will secure the first tower, and it looks to be the feats of strength as well for T1.
There it is. Yup, exactly right before the tier 1 turret could
Wait,
have faced its own potential doom on the T1 side. I'm always impressed.
How is he dead?
Missed that whole shit or what?
Where is he?
Secure the first
He's dead.
turret of the game for themselves.
Where the fuck is his body?
Under the tier 1.
Versus the 28 minutes from last game as Owner goes in for the Cataclysm onto Jackie Love.
What the hell?
The Hextech ultimatum, and here's the hero's entrance. Jackie Love first to die.
Wait, that's actually a sick combo. You Camille ult them and then you Galio ult on it.
What? That works?
Yeah, because they can't move, and then they get Galio ulted.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Keria still looking maybe for a root here, but T1 are just going to take their kill, disengage.
We're just going to ignore the Guma death. Alright. Nothing even happened.
Faker with the Justice Punch away from the Nami bubble.
They just walked Jackie Love down.
Okay.
They overextend trying to look for the tower, but Doran doesn't end up, or just moves down towards mid. As we get
Jackie Love just has the fucking... What the fuck?
That damage on
Oh.
was insane.
There you go. That's the Nami power.
Nami's fucking broken.
Non-committal insta and Jackie's dead.
Seeing the combo right here. There is no room for remorse. As
Gets a solo kill, the whole team comes and kills him. Nah, but that's fucked up.
That's the T1 right there.
because the Herald is going to be secured, and the pace of this game is very different from game 1.
Yeah, I think T1 actually sticking around there, getting that poke on from Cream.
Is this the longest Figures Hair's ever been? I think it might be.
I thought it'd be pick in to move towards that objective, but
it looks a few millimeters longer than his previous best.
As you say, Betty,
millimeters.
Much quicker. This tower in the mid.
Was it Worlds 2022 or it was longest before this?
Straight into the tier 1 turret. Honestly, they don't even really need it, but it will still lose most of the HP. Shouldn't be able to get a second charge. No, it will not.
Sneaky?
In a game number 1, where Top Esports
I don't fucking know.
Into every single
How do you
What are we saying?
Going T1's way,
do you not watch Worlds?
Uncontested. It's Top
what
Esports
are we saying?
In Drake's here in the second game, but have secured the Herald. They've secured
Never mind, man. You don't pay attention to
I
the
saw
games.
a pick of Faker from 2013 earlier.
Composition very much
slicked back hair, Giga Chad supermodel, Faker.
But the longer the fight goes, the more the threat starts to fall off. Now, of course, Camille in the late game, once she gets closer to those like 3 completed items, she's always going to be that late game threat. But in these 2-item mark, I do feel that if Top Esports can survive that initial burst in the extended trade,
what if Faker started rocking a mustache and mullet?
And you talk about the 2-item spike, Meteos, and items that have to stack.
American Faker
are naturally going to have a pretty high power point once they're fully stacked.
Are there any Korean pros with facial hair? Come to think of it, I don't know if I've ever seen one.
Stacking towards a Seraph's
no beards or stashes.
With the Manamune already fully completed there for Jackie Love. As the 3rd Drake of the game has spawned, it is an Ocean.
Maybe that's why I can't grow facial hair, because I'm Korean.
Pretty sure I've seen Impact with some facial hair. But, I mean, he wasn't an LCK.
Yeah, he's American. He's American now. Oh, wait. Jackie Love. Oh, that's a gangbang.
And he's gone.
All right. 369. Oh, my God, they got Dragon 2. Get the fuck out! Oh! Hung?
With Nami.
So it's objective over to T1. They steal the Drake. They take the kill.
Damn, Jackie Love is pretty overextended there.
Jackie Love doesn't get to
Can't he just play safe?
Everyone is focusing down every single
Look,
time.
he still has flash, dude. Are you serious?
Top esports have to run
this
for
guy's
the
a pro.
There's nowhere safe for them.
Like, actually, he's a pro.
This comp works like a shotgun, and Jackie Love didn't even
dead
get
with
to
flash.
The shell. That was just instant deletion at the start of the fight, and Top Esports had to scatter.
And hopefully we get the replay, because you'll see how difficult it is for Jackie. Keep your eyes on the Corki. In the midst of all of that, he's being attacked from 3 angles.
Like, really, this guy's just gonna be here like that.
Why didn't he flash?
Of attack, this AD carry is given
he just stood there. I don't know. Is he tilted?
And this feels like a
that was a nice engage by
fight
Doran.
Where they surround you on all sides and they just slowly.
Doran's actually been performing this Worlds.
Your life miserable. T1
as crazy as it is.
Corki literally needs a Zonia. That's the only way.
Top esports, but it's
yeah. That's a good item on him.
He needs it. I don't know.
AP Corki.
Want lose? Don't buy it. Want to win? Buy it.
We were talking about being scary with the Trinity Force, stacking towards the Muramana. It doesn't matter.
Win the game or lose the game. Your choice.
How about an Overlord's Blood Mail?
Nope, not tanky enough. He needs to remove the CC and remove all the damage.
And also in the rest of these fights, there is a thought process of, well, you know, Jackie Love can die because we have other carries, right? Trundle can deal some damage, and Bess is strong, Ryze is strong. But realistically, when you're playing so many short-range carries into things like Faker's Taunt, into Keria, into Owner as well, it becomes so difficult to really get value from them. Now Top Esports looking to overload the bot lane to make something happen for them.
Oh yeah, there's no way for T1 to try to defend this one. 3 grubs and 4 players from top is more than enough to knock down the last 25% of that tower's health. So that means our gold is once again.
Is it not awkward putting Galio in the side lane?
On the clock, and Otacon makes his way onto the rift with Top Esports having control over the bot side.
So you just keep him mid.
Faker's going to go back to
like
base.
TF.
He has the TP available. Top Esports going to force the issue. Ona has a flank angle from behind. 369 trying to mark him.
Yeah, Owner is wrapped all the way around on top of a control
You just keep him mid, you play through side lane, pressure with your bot lane. They try to collapse, you just Galio ult them.
Also approaching towards this Otacon that is starting to lose some patience, down to about 2/3 HP. Cream back over in the mid lane. Top Esports back and away. Remember, they still have their
back in the
turret
mid
down
lane.
here in the bottom lane, and it still has a lot of health.
Top Esports knows something is up. They cannot find owner, and they know that's an issue, but it's misses.
Whoa.
He wanted the public execution. They can't get Gumayushi.
Whoa.
And Jack.
Why is he just overextending like this?
This time, his friends might just go with them.
Oh my God. Wait.
The Trundle needs the kill, but he dies to the
Wait.
cataclysm. Cream locked
No,
up
they're
by
cooked.
Faker. It's
Jackie
just
dying with
easy.
flash up again. Just play safe. I'm so sick of this.
No, you're right. He doesn't need his own use. No, he should just die like that every fight. That looks better, Meteos. You're right.
Top Esports try desperately to catch
That looks
anyone
fucking
on the
fun to
side
play
of
AD carry
T1,
against.
but once that misses, the carrier finds the play. The ulti
I mean, he did
connects
kind
on
of
the
just
three, but their
get fucking
target is
Nico
Jackie
ulted.
Love. He trades his life to take out the AD
So he
carry,
asked for
and
it.
then it's cleanup for T1.
I see what you're saying.
It does not
Yeah.
feel like LPL's day.
I see.
It doesn't really feel like their decade, to be perfectly honest. And it looks like Faker, as he continues to make plays with T1, they want to march towards another World Finals for themselves.
5 deaths in a row, no flash from Corky.
Well, it's business as usual.
No, one of them definitely involved in flashing in.
Up 3,000 gold,
22 minutes of no
medals.
flashing.
They've got the feats of warfare. They've
Embarrassing.
got the Otacon, and the gold difference is just the blood of Top Esports being poured off the side of the graph.
The series was mad slow until this game.
Wants to go after this rise. TP
No
coming
ult.
in from
Oh
the
my
side
God, he
of Top
flashed.
Esports. T1 ready to respond with one
Can
of
they
their
even...
own. Doran down to
Oh,
half HP.
wait.
Owner wants
Does
a
Owner
little
have
bit
ult?
more.
Oh, he doesn't.
Teleport is a little bit late to arrive from Faker.
Oh,
The peel. Oh
the classic
my
T1, man.
God.
T1 send
Oh my
men,
God.
and they get the double kill because
T1's just so good at, like, you try to go for a pick against them, they just gangbang the shit out of you.
Yeah, they're like always ready.
That is T1. It was a 2 versus
They just drop
1
waves and
that
move
turned
or
into a
what?
4 versus 2 as Faker's Onyas.
Faker walks right towards the
Wow.
brush, but he's got the
He got the
reaction
Trundle ult,
time.
too.
Faker don't give a fuck. Wait, is
Jackie
that a
Love just
wolf or
1-inch
is that
valve.
Nico?
Another one.
Dude,
Yo,
where's
did you
his
see his
flash,
1-inch
man?
valve, by the way?
Is alive to
No.
tell the tale, and T1's got a 5,000 gold lead.
Images of 2023 and
Did
Faker
it get
on
him
this
killed, or?
must be in the
I mean,
heads of
pretty sure she's
369
dead
and
anyway.
Kanavi, because they attack the side lane, they get caught. They attack the jungle, they get caught. And T1 look like they're about to take over once again.
Let's see.
Is that even fair to be able to run a fucking
Checks, but the reaction speed
kill the carry comp against Jackie Love? It's too easy. Look at his Valk.
Clones as he often does, drawing that focus,
Little
allowing him to
1-incher.
find
I
an
mean,
angle that Top Esports did not expect.
I think he's a dead
Yeah, I
shot,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, pretty
Similar
good.
to what we've seen
Yeah,
in
not
this
bad.
entire game, is locked
Fucking
down and
carry is
shut
behind
out,
him. I don't know.
And T1
He's cooked.
are looking to go match point in this best of 5.
But it's funny as shit. No flash again.
Anyone's legend pushed them
So bad.
Top Esports have yet to find any purchase in this
No
series. And the
shit.
question starts to become,
I'm froze.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, my fucking internet, dude.
Hello?
Nah, I have AIDS. I have
Is
AIDS.
this working?
I'm gonna move. Fuck Spectrum.
Agreed. Wait, I just time skipped.
Oh, wait, he flashed this time, and he's still dead. Guma? Oh, Guma's fucked. Oh, 1K gold to Wambussy.
So I'm just spoiled from now on.
Oh my god. Rise went back into his fucking ult for some reason and got taunted. God damn it, dude. This is a murder.
Wow.
Alright, Hung, we're gonna need your fucking Soraka next game, bro.
To dodge the Ambessa and find the fight that was
Wow, 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 wow.
I'm DC'd. Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
T1
It's probably because you sped up to get ahead of me.
Magnificent team fighting from T1.
Dude, it legit
Is my
time
stream
skipped
lagging?
20 seconds.
Becomes the target. The ulti
Dude, Guma fucking ulted the Ambessa.
Yo, that was
crazy.
really weird.
As Guma lives to the
It's like script or dodge.
as much damage as possible to help T1 win the fight.
Yeah, the question marks
Like,
of
do
Guma
anything
Yushi's
to get out of that ult.
Kinda need to go to the wayside. This man is performing like an absolute hero for T1 in this.
And before the fight started, that's what I wanted to say. In the series against Anyone's Legend, his Kaisa had a 6,000 individual gold lead and just did circles around Hope's Corki. This time around, Jackie might have been off to a decent start, but T1 has shot that chopper down every single team fight, and it's Gumayusi again with an over 3,000 gold lead, 3 fully completed items, Seeker's arm guard unbroken. Jackie Love jumping forward, Carrier has to flash away to keep himself
He
alive.
says they're gonna kill me anyway. I'm just gonna get some damage out. Fuck it.
But they're wearing purple with a 9,000 gold lead and Soul Point.
I love that Jackie Love, even though he's got a 2-7-5
I think if
scoreline,
T1 go up 2-0, they should bring in Smash for Game 3, get him a world skin. Fuck it.
I don't
know if he's here.
T1. He knows that they will not
Oh, wait,
oh,
Guma?
Shit, and wait, Guma?
Where's Guma? He's so fucking deep and he's alive? Nah.
What?
Nah.
How is that the result? Fucking Carrier saved the shit out of him.
Bruh.
Top esports.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
24-7 on the score. You see that?
Yup. They say all fucking day.
We can do this shit all day, baby. Wait. What?
Doran?
What the fuck?
Hey, Bessa has more gold than Camille this game because he's got 2 1K bounties.
Simply exceptional performance from T1. Let's get
T1
the breakdown from the analysts.
making it a fucking 40-minute game series.
It wasn't enough seemingly for Faker and T1 to have that record over the LPL. They also want to get the fastest record.
1 hour total game time.
This is an
Coming up.
unbelievable shellacking from the man you see walking behind us right now
Shellacking.
and his team, Emily.
Yeah, I mean, I want to call out Gumayusi on this Kaisa that we already had addressed on Jackie.
He's just going to come in as 4th seed, LCK, and still whoop everyone's ass.
Absolutely destroying a lot.
Honestly, I'm surprised to see a 4th seed doing this well.
I just
Like, what the fuck, man?
It's just a nice little underdog story.
That is just unthinkable in a game.
This
where
is
you're
fucked
competing
up.
with so many people from around the world, where there are so many talented players to keep doing it again and again and again and again. It's just insane.
It's insane, and I want to call out specifically because we had such a quick conversion
This is
from
fucked
Swiss
up.
stage into quarterfinals into semifinals that we saw that
Clinically.
conversion in real time being so fast. I remember it was a mere few days ago where you said, I don't think they'll be that good in these playoffs, in these knockouts. I don't think I've seen enough. There's so many problems with their play. They are non-existent today.
Yeah, and then unfortunately for everyone, as always, that was then followed by, I can't see how they could do it again. And now I'm actually really happy to report that we are now
possibly
figuring out
do it again,
for
man,
the
after
4th
watching them
time
do
in
it
a row. And what I'm really glad is we now know.
Dude,
it's
what the
not
4
time-bound,
World Finals in a
it's
row is
stage-bound, right?
fucking
it's not the week
ridiculous
off
now.
In between, it's just we get to quarterfinals.
Okay, no, the thing that
in.
does not make any fucking sense. How do they? Okay, if a team's gonna be this dominant at Worlds, right? You would think they would also be shitting on everyone the whole other time. Like, they're just truly way better than everyone else. But it's the fact that they do this while also just losing every LCK finals, like, coming in looking like underdogs, having some fucking disgusting losses. That part doesn't make any fucking sense.
They get the kill, they knock down 2 plates, but the problem is there's no protection for Jackie in this composition. Here he goes a bit too far, flashing in, didn't realize that Doran was there.
I should run Ghost on Senna, but I need Snowball.
Time again, even when he was positioning well, he's just getting one
shot.
Yeah, there were so many fights where it was obvious that T1's focus, even as this is 369 getting onto Guma, it didn't look super bad for TES. But as we already pointed out, Jackie Love was out of the fight, right? And T1.
Oh, right, just gives him a favorable patch. Damn, is that it?
Safe, bro.
Before, and they,
Yo, let's give him a T1 patch here.
no peel for him to keep him safe.
Maybe the whole year they're just practicing on the Worlds patch. They just know what it's going to be, and they have like a secret client.
But when I was watching the draft, I was just saying, Renata is insane here for TES. It's a full dive. They've shown that on the first 3, and we're going Nami to try to play for lane dominance. It's like, felt so unlikely that you're going to be able to blow open the game through lane to a point where it wouldn't just be objectively worse than having a Renata.
And meanwhile, you just had that fantastic play from Carrier that you broke down in the pre-show.
Owner Smite has an extra 200. I'd believe it. I'd believe it.
Cisco network, they find them all. I mean, if it wasn't over by then, it definitely was over again. And it's that Atakan.
Oh, shit, Puggers. Oh, come on, come on, something not dog shit. Oh, fuck, Blade Waltz.
And then Guma dives in. Doran is right there. And obviously Faker comes
God
in
damn
with
it.
the heroic
God
veterans.
fucking
And
damn it.
Carrier going down.
Damn it, damn it,
Doran
damn it.
jumped. Doesn't matter because the damage dealers are still alive.
And what you didn't see was the setup to this too, which I also
Fuck, I don't know who's who.
Owner was waiting just before that tri-brush for a really long time. They were trying to set up, closing in on this TES team. And as you see the comparison, Jackie Love started.
Wait, can I get a bunch of souls with this shit? Let's see.
Specific game, but it was Gumayushi again on this Kaisa pick that previously domestically he's been a little bit shaky on, absolutely showing up once again on the world stage. 11.
How many souls are we looking at?
And 8, nearly 1,000 damage a minute.
And as you said, on that IG Kaisa skin to add in
1 trillion damage per minute.
TES come back from this? It feels like they have not only the weight of the current games on their shoulders, but all of their fans in the LPL in the 12-year history that Faker has against the LPL.
I mean, a reverse sweep is so hard to pull off against T1. I will say something that gave me some confidence is it never felt like they gave up. They still kept looking for fights, even when they were massively behind. They need comfort. They need to have some early plays go their way and hopefully build a little confidence.
Oh, they have to show so much to stay in this one from the side of Top Esports, or it is T1 that head over to
If I turret dive, will Blades Waltz drop aggro? Or will the tower just shoot me while I'm waltzing?
In League of Legends, we welcomed players to Noxus and introduced Arena Mode, journeyed with Sinzao to Ionia for the Spirit Blossom Festival and to meet Yunara, and now, faced with the threat of impending darkness released by LeBlanc and Arakan, our heroic warriors will converge on the Temple of Twilight in a final battle of fate. Don't miss the narrative conclusion to 2025.
Oh, what? Why did it end? The fuck?
On November 7th at 8 a.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Central European. Can't wait.
I'll be there no matter what.
Same.
I don't get. Why does Blade Waltz end sometimes? Can't go infinite? I mean, I don't need to go infinite. I need to go more than one time. My name is Xinjiao. You guys think Xinjiao is a big hog? Did I watch regionals today? Regionals? I mean worlds? I'm currently watching it, if that counts. Oh, in TFT? No. I haven't seen shit in TFT. Wow, I just died a lot of times consecutively. Boom. They watched the World Series? Yeah, I've watched pretty much every series at Worlds so far. Yes! Get shit on. Get shit on. Oh my god, he's mad. Wait, this looks broken, no? The way I was right about Telecom Wars final. Yeah, as soon as I saw KT win, I fucking knew, dude. Like, I called that shit. I'm a bit of a prophet, a bit of a genius, a bit of a mastermind type shit. This guy's magic missile is doing the most. Holy fuck. Normally I see that thing doing nothing. Can't catch me, bitches. I'm behind you. One sec. I'm back. What? How am I just dead in 1 second? What the hell? We're just executing? Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Alright, I can't die anymore. Dude, I'm kind of fucking pumping. Stun his ass. Ooh, dick done. Mad? This could be good. My souls look weird on this skin. They don't look like souls. Like mixtapes or some shit. It seems like the normal Q range is not enough to get the skilled sniper shit. Oh! Are we in draft yet? No? It's a long break. That's alright, I'm Senna. It's all good. The fuck? Doran, is that you? Ah. Ow! Can anyone explain me how AL took T1 to game 5 and Top is barely taking T1 to game 3? Because Top sucks. Oh, okay. I see. No further questions. Oh my god, dude, that must be tilting for him. He ults me and I just fucking blade waltz his ass. Oh god. Dude, he's working with Lee. He just flashed him to dodge my W. Why didn't Jackie go blade walls? Was he trolling? So I already have cleaver. I can't go.
Holy shit, we are deep into draft. What the fuck? Did it just start? What the hell?
Wait, are we?
Wait, what? How do they already have Mel? This is not game 5? Meteos?
What the hell?
Like, what
Mel
the
in
fuck?
game 3? Really?
Is he seeing this shit, dude?
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh god, I'm hit.
Mrs. Fortunes.
What?
Draven! That's over.
No.
It's done.
Oh, Jackie Love Draven. Yeah, that shit's done.
It's fucking... Wait.
Ash?
It's
Seraphine?
fucking Joe. It's Joe of Joe. Joe of the Joe. Ash Renata?
Doesn't seem that bad.
A little bit gross, but whatever.
Is it?
I mean, Jackie Love's a Draven player. He is one of them. The unique class of mental warriors. But can he handle the turbo cum tank, hexplate, can he fucking handle it?
That T1 has gotten the better of top esports in this series.
Yes, I am a Draven abuser.
It's not going to be an easy task for top esports as we get onto the Rift for game number 3. History is not in their favor. This series has not been in their favor. But they'll have to dig deep if they hope to take down the Korean powerhouse.
The last remaining Chinese team here in Shanghai trying to hold on against the
Hold off the spinning. It's time
to
watch a motherfucking
Draw your
game.
attention towards the mini map. As you'll see on the bot side of the Rift,
I died.
both top laners investing their early wards to help get that control over the early brush, along with a vision invested from Cream towards the mid lane to protect that bottom side jungle, as Kanavi is looking to start on the top side and path towards bot. Very much what we expect. Are they gonna... Oh, okay, so they're just gonna clear out the ward for now. But it does mean the reason why you'll see top laners do this specifically is they're like, oh, we don't care if you gank us. It's really not that big of a deal. So instead, save your ward in the bottom lane. Save it for when the junglers are likely going to be ganking you around that 4-minute mark. So that you
how the fuck are we game 3? 1 hour into the series.
Makes it so you're able to poke them down very effectively in the early
Wait
stages.
a fucking second.
What
What the
hell?
hell?
In this bottom lane, it is going to be very
I
difficult.
swear it said
Traditionally,
2
that's where
a.m.
I'd
a
look
second
towards the jungle
ago.
and be like, okay, well, you want to have something that can, you know, facilitate these plays, try and be that spearhead into the bottom lane to enable Jackie Love to follow up. But Kiana is very good at dealing damage, but is not great at setting up. So a huge amount now rests on the head of Hog.
That's crazy.
To see if he can find these crucial hooks.
Are you rigging the clocks?
Oh my god, Cream's doing Comet, Resolve, Emax, Aurora.
We just saw Jackie Love helping him take out that red buff so that he doesn't have to go for an early base is very much what I expect. Meaning that he's pathing towards the top
I think this is actually pretty good when you're up against long-range shit.
We'll keep track of him here as he secures his Raptors.
I think Kanavi just needs to try and avoid Owner. This is what we saw in the Anyone's Legend game.
Wait,
where
dude,
Owner
Figure's
just
playing
ended
Mel,
up syncing
not
up
game
with
5, by the way.
Tarzan and making it
You didn't
really
mention it.
difficult for
Yep,
Kiana
that's
to
what I
actually
said.
effectively
Yeah.
You didn't even notice.
Pantheon is so strong
I
in
did
these
see
early
it.
ganks.
Ornn
So
versus
top
Sion.
esports are able to desync Kanavi. Maybe there is a chance where he can
Classic
actually get access to
Titan
the bottom
top
lane
matchup.
when T1 are not on that side of the map.
And you can see in the first
Wait,
couple of games,
does reflect?
Owner's
Oh, wait,
performance
reflecting
versus
the Mel
Kanavi,
or the
just a
Aurora shit
much
pulls it
better
back
showing
afterwards
so
too.
far from the T1 jungler. A part of more than
Automatically, I guess,
80% of the overall kills scored by the team.
No
has
early
been doing
pop.
exactly the job that they need him to do. And
Just
having
look at the
been showing
passive
those
proc.
early games as well. Plus 200 gold at 14 minutes just shows he's getting that value early and keeping it.
Kanavi, Kiana.
Was, and he really has been the heart of T1 throughout this year. That's why at this World Championship, so much praise has been recognized and given to so many of the other members because of how much they've stepped up. But so much of this year's accomplishments by T1 have largely been driven by Owner, who so far in this series has
Shit,
been
he's ganking, but he's spotted.
Doran now could be the target, knocked up into the air
Oh,
by 369
he's dead.
Kanavi.
He's dead.
He
Flashy
has
Q.
the river to try to lock him down. Decimating smash won't
Oh.
It's first blood to Kanavi and top esports.
He got shit on.
Legit looking like my Kiana out there.
From Doran before he committed the route, allowing him to then
Oh.
get the additional W.
It's a flash, right?
Cream getting very
wow.
dangerously low, but he'll back away.
Navi even flashing the JDG
No
logo.
flashy had
Remembering his roots, but we'll have to see
Wait.
now. Faker might be in trouble.
Yeah, Faker, no mana to work with, only 400 HP. Kanavi still has Flash, but Faker has Owner, so that means the top esports have no play to make.
And this is what I was talking about. If Kanavi ever runs into Owner, it's a difficult time.
Why is
Because
Owner
the first time
always
before the
mid?
Phantom
Are
was
you
attacking it,
kidding
it's
me?
Very difficult for Kanavi in the 1v1 and 2v2s.
He's just
But
protecting
still,
Faker.
He's ganking towards the top side. Means that Kanavi
So
will be able to
pussy.
back, pick up his array to Dirk and be in a very good spot as he continues out onto the map.
Kanavi going to interrupt the back from Owner.
Wait.
Yeah, Owner losing half HP there. Solar Snare does not
Wait.
hit the Kiana. Owner has to throw up the shield, get a little bit of extra distance and walk away from this one. Meanwhile, bottom side,
Oh my God.
Jackie and Hong going to be forced back underneath
Defensive
that tier 1
heal.
turret. Karya and Gumiyushi having a fine time against this Draven bottom lane.
So you asked Flowers, what is it that we want to see from top esports? And for me, it was very much about Kanavi being.
What do you think with
proactive on
Renata
the map.
Ash?
And the fact that he's already secured first blood is a great start, but I want to see him.
I think
translate that
I was
pressure
talking about it,
towards
but I was
that bottom
muted.
side of the
Or
map.
you had me
The
muted, one of
trade
the
of
two.
champion needs to be accelerated.
I say, is
simply
that?
time
I feel like it's
is
a good combo. I don't know.
He is relatively short range later into the game. In those
just
hyper
doesn't
late games, he becomes very difficult.
Seem like it
to execute.
synergizes that well. I mean, I guess because
I mean-
Ash slows, you can kind of chase.
Ash's whole thing is just running you down degenerately, and that's what Renata's W lets you do.
I don't think top esports are in a
I
position.
don't know. I mean,
to
like,
help
it doesn't
Jackie
really
Lowe
feel like
so
she's got
you
that
can look at the reset coming through
going
from
for her
Kanavi.
that
He
much.
just cleared out his bottom side jungle before going
I think
for
Renata
his
goes
damage.
best with like high attack speed
and now he's gonna be
DPS
moving
champs
back up
who
towards this top side of the map as well. So
Well, she's not
are
super high
vulnerable to
damage,
getting
though.
killed.
means that top esports
Ash,
really
right?
putting a little bit more
She is
pressure on the top
vulnerable, yeah.
side. Now, it does mean 369 going
I
to
don't
be
know,
able to
like
punish
Varus,
Doran in the
Callisto.
position that he's in. But unless you can get another
Kind of
kill
fits
for
the
this
same type
Kiana
of
on the
thing,
top
Yunara.
side, it means that Jackie Love is just going to continue to struggle in this bot lane.
Okay, another nice route there with
Yeah.
the Solar Snare for
I don't-
Faker. Sets up so well to
I don't think
combine
it's
with the
horrible,
Radiant
but-
Volley to hit just all of those projectiles.
We even saw,
right
like,
there
with
for the
Lulu,
follow-up.
Ash
Faker
still
is playing
wasn't
on a very low amount of health,
pumping
but
or
Cream
anything.
doesn't really have the mana to try to punish him.
Whoa.
Faker needs to flash
Huh.
away there as Cream goes between worlds, hits level 6.
Would he have
wants
died
to
there?
immediately drop that ulti to get the flash out of Faker.
They
Now
got
up in the
real
top
fucking
side,
close.
Horn coming in. Doran's gonna get dove. He tries to pop the shield.
Damn.
That's a trade,
A
baby. That's a
369
trade.
on
Okay,
two.
that's
It's a
actually good
1
for
one
Doran.
here in the top lane.
369's life for Kanavi.
Kanavi
making
is
sure this Kiana
OP
can
on
continue to
Kiana.
get the kills, and this was the trade-off that we were talking about.
They're
Top
still here.
esports needed to invest time on the top half for Kanavi.
I
and
played
they
a game
did
with
get the
Kiana
kill.
earlier,
I mean,
and apparently
normally
she's
we
been
see
giga nerfed since
players
this world
already
patch.
invested into trying to camp
She has like a
Sion,
45%
but
win
the
rate
fact that
jungle.
Kanavi is the one picking up all
It's
these
fucked up.
kills. He's built up a
He
very
missed the
healthy lead,
cannon!
And the beauty of this wave is it's now pushing towards
Oh,
369,
no!
so it doesn't matter that he doesn't have his TP available, but it also
So
especially
what, if
doesn't matter
Owner,
because he's pathing
or
towards
sorry,
bot
if
side
the
of the map.
junglers play
Draven's
solo
gonna
queue,
be the one to send up
they just
towards
can't even
top,
feel their hands
secure that wave,
Mhm.
and
playing
also be
Kiana.
in a position to contest the grub spawning in a minute and a bit.
We'll also give Kanavi the
That's
level
like the
6
worst
nice and
part
early
of
here as he starts to match Owner
Worlds
already hitting his.
for
He'll be able to move up
playing as
towards
a
the
pro,
top
like the
half,
weird
look
ass
towards the
disconnect
snake
that
ultimates
ends up happening.
For the available fights, and
Yep.
Cream has already burned Faker's flash. Now, Faker
You don't
does
really
have that
feel it as the
reflex, always
spectator,
gotta bear
but
that in mind. But if Kanavi
fucking
can
queue up
blind
and they just
Faker in
keep
these
changing
fights,
shit, you're
there's
like,
enough
eh.
burst damage to set up alongside Jackie Love
Yep.
to very quickly erase a T1 member off the map.
I mean, we
Muscle
don't
There have
see
been
anything
some
bad
instances
about
of it being really
professional
fucking
play,
AIDS.
but
There's like a
Rebuttal
huge
is
patch
on the same level as
during
something like a
playoffs or
Yasuo
Worlds or
Windwall
whatever.
with just how team fight warping it can be
Yeah.
with the proper timing. Karya going
I'm
to
trying to
go
think of
ahead and clear
examples
out
of
the
it. I know
vision
there's
from
been
top
some where
esports
it's like
in this
a
Drake
legit
pit.
meta
Doesn't look
champ
like
that you
anybody's
just
really
can't
concerned
play
with
anymore
trying
in
to go
solo
after
queue
that objective
because it gets
here in the immediate
nerfed so
future,
hard.
considering those grubs are only 30 seconds away.
There was a
369
bunch.
down
I don't
here in the
know
bottom lane.
examples,
Does
though.
still have a little bit of a timer left on the cooldown there for the Unleashed teleport. Same story can be told for
Doran, who is still up in the top lane near that grub pit. But I would think that 369 should have the summoner ready to go to join the grub fight if that's what Top Esports wants. Remember, they've claimed all 3 grubs in the first 2 games so far.
Jackie Love ticks over to level 6. Gumayushi been sitting on that for a little while, of course. The Ash Arrow will be something I'll be keeping my eyes on, especially if you use it in conjunction with Ona's ultimate. To see Ona
really
have
too much they can do to fix it. I think it's just a
level 6 himself and the
weird issue you have to deal with.
This will be the first.
Because I think either way, it's pretty awkward. Like, you pause patching the game for a whole month, and I don't know, maybe just lose more of the player base than you should have.
I mean,
or if you fucking,
I think they can just
make
like
the
target
world
solo queue champs more than pro champs for the patches after. But I don't know. I mean, I don't. They already like prioritize patching around actually having a good worlds patch itself. I don't think they can be like, yeah, we're gonna. We need to make sure that 20 pro players still at Worlds have a good solo queue experience. Like, they can already scrim. It's kind of whatever.
175 stacks on Jackie Love. That ultimate continues to get stronger as the stacks continue to grow. For now, though, his priority is on getting that farm, carry in a position to provide that cover. Jungler's just continuing to clear through the camps, but Doran needs to be careful because he doesn't know this, but Kanavi is on the top side of the map and could pay that Sion a visit.
Carrier looking to try and cover though, and this has kind of been the job that
lower caster slightly.
All of this early game has been making sure
no.
in positions.
Oh my god, he still got the cannon.
But he's gonna look for the
almost denied.
I don't even know it ended up lower than it started.
A little trouble on the bot side.
Yeah, Gumayushi
making
better. Sure he takes this trade as long as he can take it, since there's nothing 369
as long as he can take it. Whoa. Ow.
Kanavi takes a lot of damage from the turret.
God damn. Oh, Kanavi, kill his ass. Owner. Oh, nice.
So the Kanavi cannot escape. It's a 1-for-1, but it's 3-2 for Top Esports. They'll claim the Fetal Warfare.
Owner with the cover, make sure that he's able to get one.
Oh.
Still,
6,
it's Kanavi who
7,
is constantly looking
8.
for
you're like half second ahead.
dives. He is so much more active in this game.
Yeah.
Kanavi making his presence felt.
3,
Hung.
4,
Vicious for
5,
yeah.
Very dangerous fight to take, especially given the health discrepancy that
Holy shit, this Ash build.
Kanavi is snowballing so
Wait, what is he? He's going Bork Ash? No.
Oh my god, it's Ginsu's.
Don't build Bork Ash, bro.
It's what we wanted to see. Top Esports, they need to keep this momentum going.
He's gonna proc his Q with Ginsu's.
Being those two big LPL junglers throughout all of 2025. Kanavi now on this Kiana.
Bork legit needs to be buffed. It's fucked up that it doesn't even fill the role that it's supposed to. It's supposed to be like the on-hit tank busting item, and it just doesn't even do that. It's just legit bad.
Oh my god.
Wow, Guma's looking rather overextended. Wow, takes that from Draven. Kanavi?
But Top Esports are continuously.
Do you hate your Draven?
Pretty fucked for Draven, yeah.
But they're crucially
you gotta like literally stop hitting.
Which means you're not getting that same experience level on towards the individuals on T1.
And it's critically not on the Draven. Jackie Love doesn't get the chance to
what is Jackie
building?
Different dives. Yeah, what is he building with a BF and a fucking vamp? I don't know.
I mean, there are small optimizations, but Top Esports is definitely making stuff happen, which is more than can be said from what we've seen from them so far in this series.
Wait, is Jackie Love going Bork? Oh my god.
Bork IE, I guess.
Ona has been continuing
what the
to
fuck?
His jungle. He's got a sizable
this
CS
dude's a
advantage
freak.
of an XP lead over Kanavi.
Jackie should actually teach them a fucking lesson right now. Teach them a life lesson worth more than any world championship.
Yeah.
What happens when you take my fucking Draven pop?
Start running.
Wait, he's using the good Draven skin at least.
Soul Reaver, baby.
Strong, but it is going to be a case of trying to find value in these fights. Has to work around carries, ultimate, work around the rebuttal.
Is there any other champ with a Soul Reaver skin, or is that just a Draven exclusive?
You're in a decent spot here as Top Esports to play around your jungler, and
just another one. No.
Oftentimes when we've seen Kanavi in these sort of do or die situations, he's taken that mantle on. Like you think Casterized back to the Belveth that he played for JDG
it's actually
in
a Bork.
2023, saying I will be the carry I can do. Wasn't
I don't like that.
Then. But now, with the tournament life on the line, he wants once more to be the carry for his team.
He's looking for
you need the slow from Bork proc, I guess, maybe?
For the invisibility, but he's not going to find the angle. Doesn't have the range. Solar Snare, also not quite the range to catch up to Kanavi.
Ultim figure.
Fuck his ass. In the jungle. But if you're Top Esports, if you're Kanavi, you have to know that the bottom lane priority has belonged to T1, so that bottom half of the jungle is not safe.
Good read.
Absolutely. Very, very good reads. Kanavi will get a few little scraps of the Raptor camp.
Chicken nuggets.
20 seconds
chicken
now
nuggets.
Bases are going to quickly come through.
I heard nothing but chicken nuggets.
Available for Faker, as Cream is already back out onto the map.
Nothing but nuggies.
Whereas we see the Blackfire torch now finished for
Yummy.
Faker. Top Esports, will they feel confident enough to go for this early fight? As Top Esports is setting up around the Dragon.
All right, Top Esports. There's 30 seconds left on the clock until the turret plates fall. So if you're T1 and you want to try to grab one of those instead of go for the Drake, well, the problem is you're not getting a whole lot of a great chance to do it. 369 still holding the fort up there in the top lane. Now for T1, you do have teleport available on Doran, but there's no teleport for 369.
I think they're looking for a pick on the bottom side with Top Esports. The Between Worlds available for Cream, but Gumayushi spots out Kanavi. I will manage to step away, but Top Esports invested a lot in shifting down towards this bottom side, which means that T1 get to move in towards River first.
And critically, 369's teleport now is available yet again. So Top Esports, they're going to try to commit everybody to
Okay,
this.
we got a dragon fight. Kanavi, let's see what you got. Flash ult. They're all against the wall, Kanavi. This is actually... Oh, wait.
Oh my
shit, that was
god.
I don't think that's what he wanted to do. Wait a minute. Faker? Whoa, what did he heal so much from?
Jackie's
oh, wait.
dead.
No, he got a pop. He got a pop on Renata.
Oh, he cashed? Okay.
Yeah.
It's about to be 4. Carrier may have died. Faker may have died. But Top Esports are going
3-0 is all I'm saying.
Boom.
It's an ace for T1.
I was like looking for how Kanavi's going to play this shit, and they just fucked him. How did they know he was about to do this? Look at this. He jumps over. They're like, oh, what's up, bro?
I don't know. It just dicked
Wait,
him.
Doran just instant fucking flash point blank Sion ulted his ass.
Gets focused down by Gumayushi
Yeah.
and cannot make the difference.
I mean, Carrier had a
Legit blasted.
ultimate on the top side of the fight because it looked like Hung had connected
Oh,
absolutely
shit.
everything. But
Oh,
once that
fuck.
Renata came down,
Oh.
they lost everything.
Korea?
Oh.
He's dead. He's dead.
Oh.
He needs to get a kill or he's dead. Nope, he's just gone. Faker?
Faker.
Oh,
wait. Shit.
Hold up.
Oh.
Cream
Is Cream dead? He's Flash? Oh, he's fucked.
Yo, I want to see someone pick some like fucking goofy counter to Mel if Faker blinds it like a Mumu or like Briar or some shit. Like if you try to reflect bandage toss, you just go flying into the Amumu.
And Owner's unstoppable. Top Esports take the Herald in the meantime, but it's more kills over to T1.
Top Esports looked unsure about what they wanted to achieve.
So they kill the support and get double killed. What the?
And the rest were trying to move in towards that top
Literally
to find the plays.
1.5 hour series. That's fucking crazy. With pauses.
Kanavi would just greedily jump over the wall and try to start the blue buff. Kanavi finds him there as now Doran coming.
Oh my god. Wait, yo, he has the fucking Renata W on him. Bro. He actually just got long range Sion ulted and fucking hit with it. That's kind of crazy.
Wait, what? What? Is he dead?
Oh!
The pressure of
Wow.
elimination in the
Night.
semifinals is
Wait.
crushing Kanavi.
Oh, it still hits?
Pause champ. Oh, Owner is looking a little
He's got Owner. 1K, holy fuck. Wait, Guma's down. Wait, they actually get 2. And
yo, this
maybe
Oran's
3?
about to be fed as hell. Give Orn
Baker's
another
here.
one. Yo, triple kill for Penta Orn. Orn Penta. Orn Penta. Can someone explain me why Orn's taking every kill?
He needs him, bro.
Is Faker maxing E this time? Did he check low
I don't know, I tried to look.
between his 2 Mel games?
Don't want to walk away with nothing, so they bring the fight to T1. It ends
Doesn't
up
does the add-on not work or roll on Twitch?
a couple of kills. The problem is it's the Orn getting the shutdowns. 1,000 gold secured by 369 after he takes out Ona, but the ulti back in from Ona, who's been having a fantastic game.
I thought he was on blue, maybe?
6-1-1 the scoreline. Let's look back as this is started by Kanavi getting caught.
This started horribly because they've just lost Jackie Love in the back. Owner
That was
with the
Giga
snipe,
Chad.
and then T1 think maybe, hang on, we don't want to be around here as Top Esports look to collapse. 369 gets a good Orn ultimate to set up for Hong. and Cream to go for the in-between worlds. But as you call it, Fetty, it's all this
Top
extra
got
gold going
some
on towards
gold
the burn
back
from
here.
369,
Like,
taking that one. Cream,
a little bit.
How does kill
lost.
credit work on Renata W? Is it whoever procced the revive thing or whoever hit him last while they're like ticking down?
Dude, I actually don't know. It's fucking weird.
He arrived behind and provided the much needed damage to help get a few kills back for T1, but we return to the Rift as they push on the top side.
Kanavi goes in, but his ultimate doesn't get
Oh wow, he got fucking ulted into that tiny little Ornn thing. I haven't seen that.
Oh my god, that's still stunned? Jesus.
Tickle Master Ash. Oh, 369. Kind of going Giga. Where's his team though? Hey guys, where's the team?
The team fight is a Draven that isn't fed.
It feels like Top Esports is getting desperate. They force a 4 versus 5. Cream is in the bottom lane with no DP available.
There's a lot of fucking kills this game. Both teams actually were just bored as shit after first game. They're like, you know what, not doing that shit again.
Yeah, and it feels like desperation for Top Esports because that's
You
exactly
think
what it is.
Hang is sitting here being like, oh, showing Soraka, man, they're putting a melee engage, so cringe.
It's just going to be another notch in Faker's
I hope not.
as they start to move forward.
And we can see
I hope not.
You said I hope not.
Oh! Wait. Hung fucking hooked the Ornn Q.
completely safe. They know they have the numbers advantage. Jackie Love is afraid
Oh my
to approach
god.
the collapsing Scion, and it converts into 2 kills for T1.
There's just no damage there every single
Holy
time.
shit,
like,
he's laughing at his
Carrier hasn't even
opponents.
taken off his jacket yet. Bro, they're losing to jacketed Carrier.
Coming up mid lane here from Top Esports. But T1 are looking to knock the thing down before it ever even gets to charge. Plus 25
He's just
gold
chilling, laughing.
melee minion. T1 hold the line there, and now the next Drake has spawned.
Borg
Whoever secures this
PD.
objective will secure the
We're
feats of
doing
strength.
Z.
T1 first to the area, control over the bot side river, trying to defend their control.
Why not
board.
Kraken?
Jackie Love has the axes spinning, ready to step up, try to clear the vision. Cream pincering around.
Dude, like, I don't even know. Like, does it actually gonna even do more to Ornn? I feel like it won't.
Backing away now on the main front.
Yo, Cream, hold up. A pause, champ.
That's their wait.
Oh, wow,
is
he went in too
fucking
late. He went in too late.
useless.
Wow,
What?
He had to do that right away. It runs out too fast.
Oh my god.
Jackie Love with the flash over the wall just to try to survive.
It's done.
Hong is running. T1.
It's just done.
More kills. 369 and Jackie get enough distance to get away, but T1 have claimed.
I don't know. If you're not winning fights, like literally at that moment with Draven, the game's just done.
4,000 gold lead at Soul Point.
There's no way to fucking win.
Are going to be at all-time high after this game. Carrier with
You just have a useless turd bot lane.
As they just see Cream go invisible, thinking that might be the engage, but immediately Carrier responds, and T1 are able to chase down
Bro,
the
like,
backline as there's nothing.
he actually went in and did nothing. I mean, I guess his team's useless. Aurora.
Anything in these fights. He was just pushed back by Doran.
He hesitated on the combo.
As the rest of T1
You gotta literally ult, and then as your ult is forming, be running toward the edge and go into it, and then insta E out. Like back the way you just came. You don't do it right away. You don't
safe,
have
right?
Yeah.
Wait, holy fuck, his items? I just looked at him. Cream versus Faker.
20 minutes in to this third and
Yeah.
potentially final game in this series. Potentially the last game they will play at Worlds 2025. They have not made it
Top
to the
gets
semifinals
topped by
since
T1 again, year after year.
years for Top Esports getting back to this point. They've never made
Wait,
it to the finals.
Faker, no flash.
And T1 wants to keep it that way. Faker's the target for Top as he tries to get the route to buy himself.
Oh, he's dead.
Time, but Faker is shut down.
Oh.
Cream's the target now for
Cream?
T1. Flashes over the wall, but owner's ready to flash.
Creme de la cream.
Oh my god, he got
Gumayushi
deep
with a
upon.
flash forward. And he's
Flash
put an arrow
W. Oh
into
shit.
Jackie.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Jackie gets away with a Kim
He's
Tech
dead.
blast cone, but
He's
the
fucking
rest of
dead.
the arrows
Wait.
continue to focus fire. One more volley.
Oh, wait.
Oh my
Owner?
god, Owner
What
ulted
the
too.
fuck?
Will not let Top Esports rest. It has been so many years that they've continued to find picks and plays.
Kanavi's just dead?
Just picking
Oh!
the wrong
If that hit, he was dead.
goes in, he survives for
Would he?
now, but it costs
Who would he even
Holmes
run
life
toward?
this
There was like
time
nothing near him.
instead. T1, 4,000 gold lead still, Soul Point still.
What happens if you hit someone with a long ass range for not ult when there's just nothing nearby?
No, I meant the Pantheon queue.
adds another notch to the spear as he goes to 9.
I mean, I think you literally stand still if you can't hit anything.
Semifinals. What a monstrous series it has been from him.
But I mean, he'll try to run at anything he can. I don't know the distance though.
12 years T1 have beaten the LPL in best of 5s at Worlds. 5 years Top Esports not making it to finals. 3 last years it has been T1 that have taken down 369, and it looks like that reign will continue.
Oh, does Faker keep getting away with it?
But the collapse from T1 is just so fast.
6 Worlds wins. What's the secret?
That is crazy.
What's the fucking secret sauce?
Onto Jackie Love as he desperately tries to escape. It is not enough.
Oh.
The single kill onto
wow, that
Faker
volley actually takes him out.
2 on the escape.
Explain.
The clock ticks ever forward.
Oh, dude, he's missed like every arrow this game.
Just arrow anyone.
They're actually aware.
Just arrow anyone.
That's what they're saying. They're pressuring him. They need to be stopped.
There's no way Ash can actually aim at that. The only way she can miss is if her team's dog shit.
Yeah, if her team tells you to arrow now or we fucking lose. We're Nautilus ulting Scion?
This Pantheon is tanky as shit, and he's just back. Oh, he can't Sunder Sky's way to victory.
Wait, Guma?
They're kind of throwing a little bit.
Where is
that
Faker?
Was just a full-ass 4v5, by the way.
Yeah.
Yo, Dark Zero, thanks for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that.
Boo! Oh.
Kill his ass.
Wait,
what?
They're saving him for later.
Oh,
the juke!
What the fuck? How did Faker not get that?
They'll kill the Ornn, and it's another team fight for T1.
It's simply a brawl in the mid lane. Fists go flying as Hong looks.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Mel passive is so fucking weird to me.
Owner tanks it initially, but he has the bailout to bring
it's
him
like
back into the action.
You have to be under the kill threshold and get hit by something,
and as
or
the rest
what?
of Top Esports try to keep the fight going, Gumayushi does everything he can.
Oh, okay. It's if they're under the threshold, the next stack applied to them will consume them all to deal the damage. So you can be under the threshold. If she doesn't hit you, you won't die.
He's trying desperately on this Ornn.
That's kind of ironic.
I had a lot of confusion around that when I was trying to play her and learn her.
Up and topside, threatening a Baron, but I think T1 happy to take that fight if it comes to us.
T1 pushing their way into the top side river.
I think they need to give Mel and Jace matching emotes that make it look like they're fucking. Oh shit, Jackie. Yo, he had a fucking incident with the blast cone. Oh my god, this is a crazy way to die if he actually goes down here.
I didn't even see. I just saw him flash.
He fucking blast cone and then ended up on Gromp and had to flash over.
He's alive, baby. No worries. He's still going in at literally 1. He will fight.
Jackie's still alive for a little bit more damage as Keria,
Upset would have been back in the fountain 10 minutes ago, but Jackie Love sticks it. Oh, he's back in there. Let's get it. Let's get it, Jackie.
Doran took... He's not even taking damage from this turn. What the fuck?
And the 3 remaining men on T1 knock down the tier 2.
Doran legit did like 30 turret shots there.
But it's only so he can shed
most of them from the
tears
back as well.
T1 continue to buckle the knees of Top Esports. There is little that they can do in this scenario. They just don't have enough.
Do you think Draven's just a terrible pick, or do you think it's just like a people pick him out of desperation, just hoping to cheese, and they just are worse, and so they lose them? Because his champ just looks so fucking weak every time I see him.
Comes through from T1. A nice execution onto
Faker. The options?
Ends up being traded with Kanavi.
Is he just oh my god, Gromp just took out Faker.
Here, you've got Doran and Ona tanking so many tower shots. Cream with a good ulti, 369 with a good ulti of his own, but then Cream
is he dog shit or what?
The target focus from T1 allows them to get the kill onto Cream.
I mean, like, this is most Draven games that we see in competitive. He's not a competitive champ, is pretty much what I think of him. He's just solo Q demon because he just snowballs with gold. Like when you play him competitive, you have to get the fucking big proc and snowball it, and you have to be winning. Like I don't think just big proc. Yeah, you have to be winning.
His ability to teamfight just seems horrible.
Yeah, it's S.
It's like you need a big pop and to somehow just turbo snowball the game.
T1 and
Yep.
eliminations at Worlds
Upgraded
are
Lord
just a
Doms on
different
Jackie Love?
beast
What? Is that right?
altogether. And top esports are all too familiar with it.
What does that even give you more of? It's just AD, isn't it?
I don't know.
Probably the exact same as BT.
T1 with the Baron pushing into the enemy
I'm not
base
sure.
now. Doran happy to tank the turret. T1 continuing their push straight through that mid lane inhibitor. Sidewaves not really set up for a successful multi-lane push. So T1's just going to keep going straight for the Nexus. Here comes the Grand Star Fall.
Oh my god, he's dead instantly. Whose ult was that? Was that Orin's ult? And he moved it?
Got Mel reflected. Well,
couldn't fucking tell.
I mean, I don't think this result's a surprise to anyone, but I was hoping it would at least be a little closer. Wait, this would be a stomp by solo queue standards, bro. They had like 34 deaths at 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They literally 1.5 hour series, by the way. Jesus.
Championship. It is T1 that define
maybe in-game time.
As for the fourth time
the clock may have shot itself back an hour.
8 out of the 10 times Faker has made it to Worlds.
It could be actually 2:30 right now.
Finals. An 80% appearance rate is absurd.
G2 lost to this?
Level of competition,
and FlyQuest lost to G2?
Continues to show up year after
yeah.
year after year.
Yeah.
Incredible showing from T1.
Yeah.
Heading to the finals.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to stay up for the draw.
And now it's
I mean that's okay. I mean it's pretty much decided at this point. And there's still like one thing left to draw.
Not in a bang, but in a whimper for the last representative of the LPL in their own house in Shanghai as they once again walk into the wall that is T1 and Faker at Worlds.
And it's just another notch for T1, and it really hammers home again that we are in the I don't know how many era of T1.
I mean, standing ovation.
Let's go, Faker!
Standing ovation.
He did the thumbs up thing.
Oh my god.
For him, right?
I mean, it wasn't
Owner,
much of a
let's
series,
get it.
But, great
He pointed at the fucking
T1.
sponsor.
And I think the big difference, like in terms of
They were like, that's
actual
it?
analysis of this series, came
Yeah, they
from
look disappointed.
nullifying Kanavi
T1.
in the jungle, right?
They were like,
Because you saw
what the fuck?
Whenever TES were trying to make
No, I mean this is why they're good, bro.
T1
They're not celebrating. They're just like
at every turn.
I mean, I just
World
think
Finals.
it's another incredible performance.
Yeah, that's why they win.
Faker's like, yeah, not my first time.
You just can't say enough.
Been here before.
4 straight World Finals, ridiculous. 8 out
I mean, I guess
of 10 times.
Faker has lost more World Finals than most
when he
players as
goes.
well.
He's now going for his 6th World
How many has
Championship.
he lost? 2 or 3?
It is just unmatched. It
Oh,
will
I mean,
never
I guess,
be
yeah.
matched.
It's close.
He's so far beyond the game to me that he is just one of the most dominant people in sport,
I think it was
period, ever.
Definitely two, but
We were talking about it just here before, right? It is such
I don't know what the third would be. It's DRX and Samsung, right?
It was the
What's the third
young
one?
upstart that won
I don't know.
Worlds. That was the start of a dynasty. It was the T1 dynasty with the back-to-back
Fnatic
victories.
season
It
one?
was the unkillable Demon King. It was the captain that led his
Is there a
team
third
when the
or
rest
is it
of
just
his
two?
team fell short. It was
Damn
the
one?
other way around when the rest of his team stood in for him and made him shine
I don't
as
think
well.
they lost
And
to Damwon,
now,
did they?
This narrative that
I don't
was
know.
slumbering already.
The question was,
beating
how many
the LPL
finals
in the
has
last
Faker
couple of
been
years,
in? World Finals that he
specifically in
lost?
2023, going
I think he's
through
lost
that,
2.
bracket, showing that the LPL was no
I think he's
match
lost
for
in
him at
semis
Worlds,
twice and
and
lost
he
in finals
does it again
twice.
in this
And
bracket
won 5
today.
And
times.
to me, it's now about the longevity. It's about the fact that he has become the timeless one. You know, he is someone who just never is seeming to fade, is always able to maintain that level.
5 and 2 in
it's
World
just,
Finals.
It's just a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm glad you brought up in sport because I feel like we were just having this conversation walking down the street the other day where we were like, who is the Faker of, like, bleh? There is no Faker of any other traditional sport that we could think of. Like, we started with esports, we moved to traditional sports. Nothing really came to mind off the rip. And that just shows how.
No.
Yeah, we also don't follow sports at all,
No.
so.
No, don't start this conversation here.
At the beginning of the day,
Yeah, I feel like that's like a pretty sketchy thing to say.
With this Mel pick kind of coming out of nowhere.
But I want to draw a pass faker, right? Because obviously everything will always gravitate towards him, but we also need to be... The last time that T1 was in the World's Finals was 2021. It was EDG versus DK.
That is not my take.
That was the debut of
That is not what I said.
I did not endorse it. I did not endorse it.
Gumayushi and Owner. And
my take was that in league there has never been a conversation for someone better than Faker, whereas in other sports, because they've been around so much longer, there hasn't been someone who's been playing for the entirety of it. So you have to compare people from different time periods.
The carry potential of Carrier, the way he takes over games, and Owner, who just is one of the most reliable junglers that we have seen here, as my boy Doran, or actually our boy Doran, getting the highest damage in the game as well.
I love Doran, and I gotta say it's
crazy. Even Tom Bradley in football.
Faker's the GOAT, but
like you could make an argument for him being greatest all time, but then there's still like other people in the conversation.
They have to be in the greatest for their position ever. Yeah. These kind of talks, because they are there for so many World Finals in a row, even though they did it in a much more condensed amount of time. They have accomplished more than many of the greatest players ever did in a full decade.
Absolutely, and now they are playing another grand final just next week. And since you didn't want to celebrate Doran,
don't throw me under the bus.
Yeah, he's standing by on stage for the Verizon post-game interview, where he will be talked to by Candice, if my eyes don't deceive me.
Candice?
Candice what?
Candice, that's her name. Candice.
Could you say hi to the fans? Hi, this is T1's
Hello, my name is Doran. I am top laner for T1.
今年我们世界赛的主题是争者留其名，而多兰选手，你的名字也即将会出现在全球总决赛决赛的舞台上。你即将登上那一个所有选手都梦寐以求的舞台，这也是你职业生涯第一次踏上决赛舞台。而召唤师奖杯就在你的身后，同样的也是近在咫尺。所以你此刻有怎样的感想呢？
Congratulations on the victory. This year's World's theme was Name Etched in Battle, and this is also your very first World's Finals of your career. With the championship trophy now so close, what kind of
I gotta head
feelings
out.
do you have at this moment?
Legit? GG, dude.
Yep. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow for the finals, dude.
Peace. Alright, guys. I think we're filming the dive soon-ish. I don't know exactly when, but I gotta go ready for it. So I need to shower, fucking jerk myself off.